All right. Fire them up. What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Genre of Your Life podcast, your go-to podcast for all things movies, TV, and entertainment. I am one of your hosts, Doug Jones. With me, as always, are my amazing co-hosts, two of my best friends in the world. First off, we have the amazing, incredible, wonderful, it's Mr. Nick Johnson. How's it going, Nick?
I'm doing good.
I'm doing all right, man. Happy end of January to you guys, man. This month was long, but is now coming to an end, finally.
Yep. Looking forward to February.
You and I both, my friend. And of course, Mr. Hollywood himself is back, everybody. The wonderful, amazing, incredible, it's Mr. Moses Lally. Go on, Moses.
Hey, good to be back. It's always great to be here and everything. And I'm always happy to talk movies and TV with two of the most great people that I know. So always great to be here.
Of course, man. And we're glad to have you back, man. And honestly, man, we're glad you're safe, man. Seriously, we've been talking about you a lot recently on the show.
Yeah.
We're glad you're okay. That's all important, man. Like, I don't know what you and the great people of LA, man. Oof. I'm glad you're okay. That's all that matters. So we're glad you're here with us, and you're glad you're safe.
Yeah. I appreciate that, man. It's things are looking forward to looking better overall, and I'm glad for that. And things overall should start, kicking in when it comes down to work and opportunities when it comes down to like housing and everything like that for people that, been affected in general. So, and I'm glad that there's funding for that for the people that have been affected here now in LA. So, it's crazy, but LA is LA. Things are always going to be kicking. So, yeah.
Time to rebuild. It's the era of rebuilding and time to build back, right? That's the beauty of community.
Yeah.
Well, glad you're okay. I'm glad you're here with us. And of course, we are glad you all are here with us. Thank you so much for coming back to the show. If you're new to the show, welcome to the podcast. If you're returning, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. We're getting about our rambles and all our passion for all things movies, TV, and entertainment. Guys, as always, you can find the show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, and of course, we now have a video element of the show on our YouTube page, youtube.com/Midway Avenue Productions. And of course, please subscribe, rate the show, tell your friends about it. Fellow movie fans, fellow podcast fans, family, coworkers, janitors, doormen, whatever. Again, your support means the world to us. And again, we have a lot more in store for you all on the podcast this year. Again, we have a lot more reviews, a lot more coverage, a lot more kind of commentaries, and our thoughts and opinions on a lot of stuff. So please stay tuned for a great year full of entertainment and, of course, more episodes of the podcast. But again, Amazon, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, and again, to our Apple Podcast fans, I know I'm probably my broken fucking drum at this point. Please, pretty please help us get to 200 ratings on Apple Podcasts. That really means the world to us. Again, that's kind of the heart and nucleus of entertainment podcasting now. Again, we love you Spotify fans, YouTube Music fans, Amazon Music fans, and YouTube fans in general, but Apple Podcasts, please. That's our goal this year, of course, is to get to 200 ratings on Apple Podcasts. That means the world to us. So again, thank you so much for staying with us for this song. It means the world to us. But again, subscribe, rate the show. Again, we want to hear back from you guys. All press is good press, if you ask me. Again, we want comments, reviews, reactions. Let us know. We want to hear from you all. So thank you again for tuning in to another great week of the podcast. Alrighty, boys. With that said, a big trailer dropped this week. One of our favorite filmmakers working right now. It is the amazing Ryan Coogler, the mastermind behind Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Creed, and Fruitvale Station. A filmmaker that us three kind of just studied a lot in film school and we have a lot of admiration for. Sinners, the new trailer for Sinners dropped. The Blade movie that isn't a fucking Blade movie. Let's be real. That.
Yeah, it's not Blade movie not gonna be coming out until probably 2026 or 2027.
Yep.
Most likely, or even 2028. We'll never know.
Hopefully,
but
yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. A
boy can dream, right?
Yeah. One of these days it'll come out.
One of these days, yeah. Who knows? Who knows?
One of these days.
They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out eventually. But no, a movie that we've all been really hyped for, all
We're
hyped
like
for.
50 years old.
Oh, dude, dude, one thing after another with that movie. Jeez. But no, Sinners is a movie that I know we've all been kind of like hyped for since the announcement of it about a year and a half ago. And of course, the first look trailer came out, and the leaks of like to be a vampire movie. Moses, my friend, I'll start with you, man. What do you think of the trailer overall? Did it reveal too much? What's your thoughts and opinions on it?
I thought overall the previous trailer that they released, I didn't think they revealed that much, but I'm glad that they were able to like show us exactly what it's kind of about. Not exactly what it's about, but just kind of give us like a like an idea of what to expect. Overall. And I thought the trailer was awesome. I really thought it was great. I thought it was dope as hell. And when I saw the trailer and everything, when I was looking at the twins, I was like, I felt like, like one of the twins was supposed to be a different actor playing that role,
Yeah.
not exactly, Michael B. Jordan. I thought it was supposed to be. I was like, this role it looks like it was supposed to be for, Jonathan Majors and everything like that, but of course, happened and everything. And yeah, it was very kind of clear to me. But of course, overall, Michael B. Jordan, playing twins, I thought it was, I thought he can. I'm pretty sure overall he's gonna kill it. Just by the trailer I was able to see and everything like that. And I thought, just the vibe overall, it's very different. It's very unique, and the cinematography is also really gorgeous too as well, And when you talk about like scale and everything, like Ryan Coogler is bringing that heat, and I'm really excited about it, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know Michael B. Jordan can like pull off like, that kind of like it was kind of acting chops, because I always thought Michael B. Jordan was more of a personal like personality actor. If that makes any sense, based on his personality, hiring based off who he is right there and then and everything like that. But when I saw this, I'm like, wow, that's a whole different person, right? So I thought that was really, really unique, and I thought that was really, really cool. And him pulling off like a whole like Southern accent and everything like that was really, really cool. But overall, man, I'm looking forward to it. And especially that it's shot in like IMAX, film too as well, which is really, really cool. I heard that Ryan Coogler took some advice from the one and only himself, Christopher Nolan, when it comes down to shooting on IMAX film. So that was really, really cool. And I hope this is not exactly a spoiler, but I also heard that it's supposed to set in one day, and in a whole one sort of like a time period, which includes a day and everything. And I'm excited for like Haley Steinfeld. She looks great too as well. And this is the rest of the cast. I'm excited for it. No, for real. Yeah. Just me talking about it right now, I'm like, damn. Like, actually, like excited about this movie, and everything. So, I mean, that picture, Loki kind of scares me, but, I'm so excited.
That's terrifying. It's the eyes for me, man, because it's like, it looks like just kind of like dark orbs with like a little bit of light peeking through. It's like a little inhuman, which minimal, but it gets the point. But
it gets the point across. It's supposed to be very, 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 scary, but also very, PG-13 way to say it. Very, attractive, I guess, to people. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for it. Can't wait.
She
I saw that frame and I was like,
I was about to say that was him right there.
That should have been me.
He's like, it should have been me. It's not fair.
Hey, you see the quote?
Not him.
Yeah, bro.
Hey.
There's like a quote that's like going on about like, it's time to find, like new. He posts like this like Twitter thing, like this caption
Nah, he
about when Hallie got like married and everything. He posted this thing where it's like, it's time for new experiences and, and new hopes and dreams. And you know what I'm talking about? You guys know.
I
Yeah.
know exactly what you're talking about. And respectfully, he's fucking weird for that, bro. Because then him with like Laura Harrier talking about some coming
Yeah,
soon. I was like, what's coming soon? Is it like an album about to drop or like what? And she's like, I'm again. He's fucking weird. Like it's just
yeah.
ugh.
I'm
Like Shamig, stop being. I need Beyond the Spider Verse, bro. Or fuck it, just recast him. Hell,
Hey,
nah.
careful what you
I
wish
think he's
for.
going through a weird.
get the that played the alternate. Just get him as the new, and then just have him do a dual role.
Oh man.
Who how would they know?
Yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't know, but you still got to do press and everything like that. People know from press and all these kind of things. But
yeah.
overall, outside of that, I don't think should make more of anything like anything crazy to like harm anybody.
No.
No, yeah, I don't harmful, but it's just
a
little awkward, a little uncomfortable to watch. Yeah,
I just think it's like very awkward with him like trying to, get engaged with somebody. Not exactly get engaged, but try to, interact with somebody else.
He has no game. Game. That's what the problem is.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, Doug, how did you think about the trailer?
I was gonna ask
I'm sorry, Shamik Moore, if you're hearing this. I don't mean to be harsh.
Shamik. Hold on.
No. Doug, what do you think about the trailer?
Poor guy. He's like, hey, come on, guys.
He looked mad right there.
He's like, y'all talking shit.
He's looking at Haley with her fiance right there. What's his name? Josh Allen?
Yeah, the quarterback for the Bills.
Yeah, crazy. That's funny.
But he's like, oh man, that could have been me. Look, he's like, oh man.
That's right. Oh man, he's looking at Josh Allen.
Poor guy, man. Like, I mean, this is why, some things just don't tweet anything. Just don't tweet anything. All right, Nick, your thoughts, my friend, on the Sinners trailer. What do you think about it?
So trailer number 2, like it's a fun trailer. It's always cool to see a little bit more of the movie, but I gotta say, trailer 1 more. It was I like that it was more mysterious. It felt darker, and it just kind of felt like it was like, what exactly is going on? Going into it, like I knew that it was gonna be like vampires and stuff, but it was the way that they were presenting the mystery around the vampires. That part I like the most, where it's like, if you keep dancing with the devil, he's gonna come. I'm misremembering the exact line, but it's just with this one, it's like I feel like, or I'll word it like this: the first one was more of a teaser, with the vibe of the movie and like the atmosphere. For trailer 2, I feel like they're showing a little bit more, like plot points. Oh my lord, showing a little bit more like plot points and everything like that. So it's like I feel like this like a kind of like popcorn flick trailer, but it was cool though. Like it didn't hinder my hype for the movie at all, and it was cool seeing a little bit more of the visuals, like Haley Steinfeld as a vampire. The design of vampires, I like that a lot. The eyes and like how the teeth are different. It's not just the canines. It kind of looks like it's multiple sharp teeth at the top. That's really it for me. It was more of other Michael B. Jordan twin as well. But no, I'm definitely super excited for this movie. I feel like the first trailer was just a smear, just a hair, just about like a hair's breadth.
I have a quick question. I mean, I forgot what's the time period for this movie?
Prohibition.
I think the 20s or the 30s.
30s prohibition, when you couldn't sell the purchase of alcohol was illegal. I think Cooler said 1932. I could be wrong, but it's 30. It's definitely the 30s. Definitely the 30s. That's what he said on that. Did you watch that breakdown on YouTube of the trailer?
Yeah. I was able to watch that. I was able to watch that breakdown and everything like that. I mean, it was cool. It was cool how they were sort of like breaking down the trailer and everything.
Yeah.
And just how vibrant and fun it was to be on set and everything like that for for the cast and crew overall. So and yeah, it was cool hearing about that. You can tell like the literally like Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan have like that dynamic, chemistry when it comes down to director actor.
Oh yeah.
Which is really really dope. So and yeah, they're really it's like you already know like these two people are like locked in for for how many other freaking movies that they're gonna be doing. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, and shout out to you know um Black Panther 3 whenever it comes out. Nah, kidding.
Yeah, right. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what though. I'm really glad that he didn't follow up that with Black Panther 3. That he's doing kind of an original non-franchise movie. That like I think a lot of people wanted to see him do something original again. Where I think when you get kind of caught up doing like a franchise or like sequel, whatever, like you want to kind of like branch out. You want to do your own thing. I do think that he's one of the filmmakers now that has proven himself worthy. He can do whatever he wants because he's a box office success. He makes amazing movies about like very character driven stories. But now it's like, hey, you have free will, my friend. Do whatever you want. And he wanted to do this, and I think it's really cool that like go crazy, man. You have free will.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah.
Like I love this shot. I love this shot a lot too. The one like the camera's kind of pulling to the left.
It's a really good shot. Dang.
Go ahead, Moses.
I feel like the twin in the up to something right there. He just look, and maybe it's like the color. I don't know.
The red and blue.
Yeah, I feel like it's is it the twin with the I think maybe it's from the trailer. Maybe the twin with the blue hat is like the bad guy, right?
I think so.
I thought the one with the red hat was maybe the bad guy.
Maybe, yeah, it's a red hat. It's a red hat. Yeah, red hat. I think he might be.
Yeah. But in the movie, so I don't know. I could just be. No, actually, yeah. Look, this poster right here with some sinners and it's like red and blue. I think that's what made me that.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Whoever has like the gold thing in the tooth.
Red with the smirk on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you guys thinking overall when it comes down to like I don't want to jump into like I don't know did you I mean tell us what you overall think about the trailer or
I'm hyped.
Kind of talked about your reaction to it.
No, I'm hyped, dude. I really am hyped for this trailer. You know me, I'm a big Ryan Coogler fan. I remember I went to a Q&A with my dad actually before Creed came out in Chicago at a screening. It was him, Michael B. Jordan, and Tessa Thompson, and just hearing like Ryan Coogler. This is like that was a second film at the Fruitvale Station. Just like the way he was so polished and the way he just kind of talked about film and Rocky, how much Rocky meant to him and his dad, and how much just like kind of filmmaking means to him. Just like I was like, wow, this dude is like closer to my age, and he's making this movie. Wow, good for him. And I remember the very next day, he got announced to be Black Panther director, and I'm like, no way. It was so cool because it was like I'm seeing this guy, his movie coming out before it came out at a screening, and then I want to say the day or 2 days later, it was like Ryan Coogler to direct a Black Panther movie for Marvel, and I was like, how cool is that? I thought it was really cool because it was so earned and so like, yeah, this is the guy to do this movie. But no, I'm a huge fan of the guy. I mean, I still think. I mean, from Fruitvale to Black Panther to Creed, he knows how to make these like really beautiful and character-driven stories. I love IMAX. You know me, I'm a fucking nerd. I'm a fucking huge nerd for IMAX. I think we all are, and it's so cool that he's using actually IMAX cameras. And to your point too, Mo, is that he said he got advice from Chris Nolan. It's like the master of IMAX is Chris Nolan. That I know Jordan Peele went to him for advice on IMAX. I know Tom Cruise does, and I know now Ryan Coogler, which is really cool. So it's cool seeing these kind of like filmmakers kind of like go to him for advice with the IMAX. He's so willing to kind of like talk to them about it. But yeah, I do kind of like Nick though. I'm with that. I do think that this one showed a bit much in the trailer. Like, I think it would be cool to see. Like, I mean, I kind of assumed that Haley Steinfeld was going to be a villain already, but like a vampire. But it would be kind of cool to like be of a surprise. But that's a little nitpicking. And what's our boy Nick from Ballers? What's his name?
John David Washington?
No.
No,
He was
the other guy.
8 Mile.
Oh, no, I know what you're talking about. Sorry. Yeah,
Omar. Yes, Omar Benson Miller.
Dang, I don't.
There he is.
His name is right now. It's escaping me.
There he is.
Yes.
Omar Benson Miller. I kind of wish they didn't show us him as
y'all think he's vampire?
Well, no, he is in the trailer.
He's a vampire?
Yeah. Oh,
I think really that they should show
Oh,
this
wow.
as, I mean, yeah, he's basically a vampire because he gets bitten in the trailer. I mean, it's
yeah.
kind of, already kind of there or
They should.
anything, but but yeah, there's a shot of him like, of him basically trying to like kill Michael B. Jordan's character, and then like he gets shot.
That's right. Sorry, it's Dave for me. My bad.
No, let
No, you
me.
good, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know, bro.
I don't want. Yeah, I'm not playing the whole thing. I'm gonna copyright it, but it's this. Well, it was this scene. Oh, wrong trailer. Wrong trailer. It was this thing right here for video pot fans. Where is it? It's right there. He is. Ugh. That to me is ugh.
Oh, okay.
Oof.
Okay. Definitely remember this. I just didn't recognize him. Jeez Louise. Oh
And then
wow.
right when they go
Now
like
this movie looks like it's gonna be pretty gruesome.
yeah that, and then where's here it is, yeah, it's right there, boom, see. He grabs his arm, but no, again, this is a day one for us. Like, again, I love seeing Ryan Coogler kind of do again a non-franchise thing, kind of go back to his kind of just like love for filmmaking, again, spectacle and scale, and that like he's one of the few filmmakers I think that can like make an original movie like this with this kind of scope and this kind of budget and be like looks awesome. Again, it also too is that I'm never a huge fan of like quote unquote period pieces, but like if a favorite filmmaker of mine, whether it's Ryan Coogler, Tarantino, Villeneuve, Nolan do it, like I'm always there. So like to me, I can watch. I get definitely more intrigued by period pieces when done by a filmmaker that I really admire, like these guys and these people. So no, I can't wait. So yeah, it's day one for sure. I cannot wait for this movie. IMAX 2, say
I'm looking forward
less.
to this one.
Say less. Also too, I like that. What's the guy's name? Yeah, Jack O'Connell. I haven't seen him in a movie in a minute. What was the last movie he was in? Man, Jack O'Connell. I know he was. He was good, and he was very good in Unbreakable. That was a very good, hard to watch, but good movie. What was the last movie he was in? Oh, he's in Back to Black. That's right. He was in Amy Winehouse biopic. He played like a fucking scumbag. But he plays scumbag very well, so I'll give him that. But it was cool.
Was he in back?
He played the abusive boyfriend.
The boyfriend. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
The boyfriend. Our
I mean, hey, he killed it in that role.
Yeah, really. But yeah, you haven't seen Unbroken. He was phenomenal. Unbroken. He was very, very, very.
Okay, that's where he looks familiar. Yeah, yeah. He kills it. He kills it in that movie.
Great movie, but hard watch. But
shout
really
out to Lee and Roger Deakins for
that's
the
right.
visuals,
Good pull, Moses. That's right. Deakins did this. That's right. He did he was the DP on that. That's right. That's right. But yeah, I'm hyped for this movie. I can't wait. I'm super excited. Oh, yeah. Again, also too, I
was gonna ask. My question was actually. No, go ahead. Sorry.
Go
ahead.
I
kind of cut you off.
You first. No, I insist.
What would you say?
You first. I insist.
No. I mean, I was just gonna ask, like, what do you guys think about, like I know it's kind of early, like projections right now and everything like that. Projections even haven't like gone up yet for this film at all, since it comes out all the way in April. But like, what do you guys think about like the, since we're on the topic of like Sinners and everything, what do you guys think about the, projection when it comes down to the box office overall for the film?
Good question.
Like opening weekend.
Great question, Moses. What we don't know if it's rated R or PG-13, right? I assume R.
Oh, it's definitely rated.
Cool. Making sure.
You yeah, I mean, it's easy. It's like, when it adds blood like that, and it's like you have like, things like that. It's 100% rated R. They even show us like there's actual like, there's intimate scenes in the trailer too as well that they're showing us.
That's right.
And everything. So
that's right. No.
So,
box office. He's a pull. I mean, Michael B. Jordan's a pull for sure. Well, I know he's had a few flops, unfortunately, but
Hey, they said that about Babylon.
true, true. And everyone loved Giselle. Everyone loved him in Giselle. Yeah, I
Yeah,
would say
yeah, yeah. And then it's
60 mil.
60
60.
mil. Oh, I can see that. I can see that.
I can
I
see
can see it.
60. 60.
I will go more. I will go like 50, 60.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, because the budget for this movie is like what, like 80 mil?
Yeah, let me check.
80 to like 90?
Budget. Yeah, 90 with plus marketing. It's about 100. It's 180 with marketing distribution. So 90 is a budget, 90, and then plus 90 for marketing distribution. So about 180 mil. So pretty good for an original film. That's
I mean, yeah,
pretty impressive.
it's gonna make his money back.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna make his money back and everything. For sure and everything. I always like to sort of like navigate like projections and everything when it comes down to like the box office because it's like that's also very very big and really really important. So but yeah, man, I'm excited for this movie. I hope they don't really release that much and like at all no more. Maybe like at the last like month, it's cool. But I'm excited. It's like I feel like I've seen enough for me to be like, okay, I'm excited to go watch this movie. You know what I mean? I don't have to see anything else. You don't have to sell me with anything else. You don't have to sell me with any TV sponsor or anything like that or goddamn popcorn bucket. Or anything. I'm already there. But yeah, yeah. So.
What do you think, Nick? Box office opening weekend.
I don't know. I would like to say I was kind of thinking I actually went like 75, 80, but we'll say it's rated R. It might be like less people, so I'm gonna go with 75. From
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, you. I think you won.
Okay.
I think you won the predictions for Deadpool Wolverine. So you might have the touch. You might have the sauce.
I did. I thought no. I thought so.
No, wait. No, I think you did because I think I was low. I think you were kind of like higher than me when it come down to like the projection. I think I was a little bit lower. My numbers were a little bit lower.
Oh dang.
I,
Yeah.
I mean,
I,
shit. We'll see. I guess.
I think me and Moses had like similar. I can't find that no, but no, no, him and I were similar. I think you had like 180, 190 opening weekend. So, and I think gross 210. So you're definitely were closer than we were. But to your point, Moses, I think what to your point too, I don't want to see anything else more. I think I kind of agree with Nick about kind of showing too much. I do think in a way they kind of overcompensated with this trailer. We're like, we hope people see it, so let's put more reveals in this trailer. So hey, come out and see it. So I think they were kind of overcompensating of like to Nick's point, like it's more of a popcorn flick. Like look, Michael B. Jordan playing twins, and we got vampires, we've got this kind of da 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 da. So I really with you, I really don't. I hope after this, like no Super Bowl trailer, no whatever trailer. Like just this is it. Like give us this. Show us what we already saw. No more reveals. No more like whatever. Like just keep it this way. And I do think that's why.
I don't want to be that guy.
What's up?
I was gonna say I don't want to be that guy, but I don't think Warner Brothers has the budget for the Super Bowl trailer for I don't think they have the money for Superman. They're doing a Puppy Bowl instead, which is weird.
Kind of whack. I'm like, nah, just like.
But no shade, no shade. Warner Brothers hired me.
But it's kind of like I had to my eyebrow at that one a little bit. I feel like I don't know. Doug, to your point about it might be like where they're like showing too much. Like, and this is like a big what if, but what if it is like a Deadpool Wolverine type situation where like when we're seeing like the first few trailers, it's like I kind of feel like you might be showing a lot, but then when we see the movie, it's like just they're like throwing shit at. We had like no idea, but
Yeah,
and that's a big what if.
it could.
Yeah,
That would be cool, but I don't know how likely that would even be. Not even as far as whatever, but just as far as like the film itself.
I feel like they're kind of doing that with not to sort of like jump from like a different movie or whatnot, but I feel like they're kind of doing that with Captain America, Brave New World. I feel like they have like the only like show just like very glimpse of what it's going to be in the movie, because like whenever they release a trailer for that movie, it's like the same thing. Like
I,
I've already
I
seen this, I've already seen
case.
that, I've already seen
I'm
that,
kind
but just in a different version. It's just in a different style and like that. But it's also like a 2 hour movie, so also there's that. So I don't know. I don't know.
Captain America: Brave New World had a budget of, let me check, 180. So yeah, 180. But again, after
Yeah, people.
yeah, 180. But with
What's crazy? I was
marketing,
gonna say people were saying it was people were saying that it was gonna be over like 350 million, and everything like that. You know, on like Twitter, they were like, "Nah, man, this is it's 350 million. Nah, it's 250 million. It's not gonna make any money at all." And then it's like when the actual number actually comes up for the actual budget, and everything, it's 180. Now people are like quiet and not really saying anything. But yeah, yeah.
well, I think they were worried because I know the Marvels cost them 374 million, which is crazy. That's a lot of money.
Really? They did it?
300. Yeah, let me show. Yeah, I pulled it up. I'll show you right now. Look at this. $374 million.
Oh my god.
Nah. Where's that from? Forbes? Okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
374.
That's crazy. Why?
I think it
They
was.
shot this during COVID, right?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
why.
was it
That's probably why.
too? Okay. Yeah,
There's.
that'll hike up.
Yeah.
Yeah. They shot during COVID. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That because even the go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You first.
No. You go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I think it was. I think it was a time that like it was like a lot of things were being greenlit, and I do think that like yeah, again, COVID protocols, shutdowns, whatever. I think a lot of reshoots kind of came in. A lot of reshoots kind of came involved too with post production. And just like it was a lot. It was just a lot, and there you go. Revenue, film rights, production services fee, revenue from studio. Yeah, look at that. Yep. Wages and salary. Yeah, also all of that. So it just adds up. It just adds up when it comes to like just like COVID protocols and budgets and all this kind of stuff. But it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. That's why I think when everyone was like, "Yo, scale back, quantity over quality." Oh, sorry, quality over quantity. Where it's like focus on that, then whatever budget, whatever. But that's a lot of money. So that's why I think to your point, Moses, like up here, like, oh my God, Captain America is $350 million. Da, da, da. It's like, well, no, because I don't think they would spend that much money on that movie because again, they learned from their mistakes of like, hey, let's not just like throw all this money at it with no plan. And that's why people kind of like that article came out last week. Like, no, it cost 180 mil, and which is kind of like normal amount of money for a superhero movie that scale. So, and again, Anthony Mackie is a very he's a high paid actor too. So it's like, hey, he has a salary, he has a cap, so he's a quote. So, but that's just
Yeah. He also no, yeah. He's also a producer on this too as well.
yeah.
Right?
There you go.
Mackie.
There you go.
He's also a producer on.
I
Yeah.
believe so. I
He
believe so.
definitely
So,
has like some of.
yeah. Also, Harrison
So,
Ford. Harrison Ford.
yeah, I'm excited about this movie.
Yeah, Harrison Ford.
Yeah,
That's a huge paycheck. That's a huge check.
Oh yeah.
That's a huge
you know,
check. So,
probably like 20, 20, 30, 20, 30, 30 mil or something like that. I'm not sure, but
let's
definitely
see.
up there for sure. You know,
Let's see. How much? His biggest paycheck. How much? Anthony Mackie. We'll see what it says. 10 mil, but like you said, he probably got a oh share screen, sorry. He probably got a back end deal too. Like, hey, like, this movie does well. Here's like a gross whatever on the box office. 10 mil.
what Anthony Mackie?
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely has a back end deal, 100%,
Yeah.
100%. You know,
And let me check Harrison Ford. Acts like an idiot for money. Okay. Ford's salary Depends. Wow, ranges from 12 to 65 million, man. It's pretty nice, but it also receives back end deals too. So yeah, that makes sense. Oh, I know he got a lot. I know he got a lot of money for Dial of Destiny budget. Let's see how much was that?
Oh,
that was
dude,
crazy.
that budget though was crazy. Budget for that movie, you know,
Holy shit.
as well.
$387 million.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. It was crazy.
Holy.
It was,
yeah.
yeah. But like, I think the marketing failed that movie and everything like that. I'm pretty sure because it's like you were trying to, you know, like, I guess the only people that were basically attracted to this movie was the older generation and everything, and people like us that were kind of like in between, not really the youngest generation.
Yeah,
they weren't really into it or hadn't like seen older versions of Indiana Jones and everything like that. So I think that's where kind of went, you know, so
387, and that was a loss. And they lost around $134 million.
Yeah, I thought it was a good movie. Yeah.
I gotta rewatch it.
I thought it was a good movie. I want to watch it, and I thought it was great. You know, I thought it was great. I thought it was good. You know,
I gotta rewatch it.
I feel like there was like a good movie in there somewhere. Like it was fun, like seeing him come back and everything. Because I grew up with the Indiana Jones character, but it wasn't really like hitting for me like that. It was cool though. Like it wasn't a trash movie, but it was kind of like some of it. I was I don't know. To see him like social just got kind of like I don't know whatever, but
I remember talking to Nick in the parking lot when we saw it. It didn't feel like a James Mangold movie. It felt like a studio movie. Like
that's what it was. Yeah, and that's something I'm kind of noticing with I feel like we've all been like noticing that with Disney like overall, where it's like they'll kind of they'll get like a name director, but it kind of feels like low-key like anybody can do this. Like it doesn't have that particular director's like style
and everything like that, you know? Yeah. 100%. I do think he took a lot of inspiration from Steven Spielberg though.
Yeah.
I saw that very easily. The first like opening 30 minutes of the film and everything when you compare
that was great.
Steven Spielberg's, his version. I thought that it was a very good idea to literally, grab influence on like older versions of Indiana Jones and everything like that, and literally put it on, for your own film. But like what you said, Nick, and everything, it still kind of felt like, the studio had a lot to say because of what the budget was for the film and what it cost to make it, So, it didn't feel like, this was like his style, at all. But hey, I just, like I said, I still thought it was great,
Sure, like,
Yeah, I gotta watch it again because I was very lukewarm.
Maybe they should just make another Indiana Jones movie.
No, I think
it was lukewarm for sure. Yeah, maybe they should do another one just to try to make up for this one.
I think no, they won't do that. It costs too much. But I think Harrison Ford is a little bit too. I feel like he's probably has grown out of that character.
Oh, he's done.
He's also a little bit too a little bit too old.
No, because he was too old in Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, yeah.
And to your point too, Moses, I think people also had a bad taste in their mouth for Crystal Skull too. They're like, another one? We're like, man, that last one fucking sucked. So they're like,
yeah.
They're like, another one? Are y'all kidding me? Like for real? I've told story before on the podcast multiple times. I remember seeing that as a kid with my parents, and I've never seen my parents mad at a movie before. They walked out like, hell no. They were so upset because they loved Indiana Jones, and they were like, what the hell was that? I was 10 years old. I was 10 years old, and see my parents' faces of like pure disappointment of like, no, absolutely not. I was like, Oh wow! Because this is fun as a kid. Oh, it's Shia LaBeouf from Transformers. And you watch it as an adult, you're like, yeah, this movie's bad. This movie is rough.
Yeah,
This movie is
this
rough.
it wasn't really hitting.
It is rough.
This movie sucks.
Yeah, no, yeah. Again, like I remember being in that theater with my parents. They're just like shaking their heads of like, what is this? With that said, with Indiana Jones, and I think also with Sinners, do you guys? I mean, I've been saying this a lot recently, maybe more than usual, but I feel like even recently too, like the movie Companion I want to see comes out this weekend. It got guys who did Barbarian, and I love Barbarian so much. I just feel like a lot of trailers now are just showing way too much, like way too much. And to Nick's point about the vibe of the first trailer for Sinners, I was like, yeah, the one with more mystery, and they kind of flipped the tone of like more of a popcorn flick with this one. And I think a lot of trailers doing that now. Like, look, the first one is this tone, and then trailer 2 or 3 is this, and you're like, well, what now? I do think that maybe it could be a post-COVID thing. This could be era we're in now, but I don't know. I do feel like we're seeing a lot more like, i.e. Companion. I want to see Companion, but then like the first trailer was like so creepy and like, ooh, what is this? And then last week they go, here's a new trailer, and they show the whole reveal, and I said, yo, and I'm like, hey, chill, like. Why? You're hurting your own chances. I don't know. Do you guys think that's kind of the case now? Like they're showing too much in the marketing in trailers?
I think it is the case because I feel like, and I get double-edged sword because the trailers, they're supposed to generate like hype for the movie. They're supposed to, generate hype and like intrigue. So I think when they're like showing all these trailers, it's like, well, we got to kind of, content to remind people to see this movie and, to get people to be interested in it. But the double-edged sword part is like, Doug, how you're just saying, like, you're kind of showing too much. Like, I've gotten into the habit now of just like, I hear a movie's about to be released, and then whenever they release the that first initial, I'll watch that, and then I'll just leave it after that. Like, I won't watch trailer 2, trailer 3, trailer 4, or the final trailer, because with that, it's like y'all got fucking 5 trailers for one movie. I feel like I kind of don't even just need to see the movie anymore. Like Companion, I saw the first teaser for that. With Sinners, like Perfect World, they would have just released the first trailer, and then we'd be. It was that to be. They would release a trailer. You wouldn't even really know what the movie was about. You would just kind of see like images, like maybe some like cool fun music playing, or like there was matter of fact, there was is this David Fincher movie. It was called The Game, with Michael Douglas, Sean Penn. But I forget. And really good movie. I'm gonna spoil it. I would definitely recommend it though, but the trailer just visually kind of had like nothing really to do with the actual movie, but it was still kind of like it was just so like mysterious, and it was like, what exactly is going on with this movie? Because the trailer, like the visual that they showed, yeah, exactly, yeah, that movie right there, that movie's a fucking banger. But the teaser that I saw, like it was just like it was black, and it was like one of those like wooden like dolls being suspended. You don't see like who's holding the string, and as the trailer continues, it starts like moving and like bouncing around and stuff, and you're hearing like audio from the movie, and it's getting more and more intense, and it's just this build up, and then someone like cuts the strings. I guess the doll falls down in the whole trailer, but you're still kind of like, well, I got to see what this movie's about, because what was audio sounded crazy. I don't visual metaphor of the doll necessarily represented, like when you watch the movie, you get like more of a sense of that. But I feel like trailers like that, for me personally, they have more of an impact on. It's the intrigue, and it's the mystery for the movie. It's not just here's all these scenes from the movie, but I think we also live in an age right now where we just need to see shit like all the time. We need to like always be constantly like stimulating, like da 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 da. So
yeah,
yeah, they doing too much these days. I guess that's what it is. Just release like a couple of teasers, and I mean like teasers, some 10-second teasers, man. A 30 maybe a 45-second teaser, and then leave it at that. There's too much. It's too much. That's exactly what it is right there. Yeah.
No, I mean, I definitely agree with you. Like Nick, sometimes they show you a whole movie in under 2 minutes and 50 seconds in that trailer, right?
Yeah, like
You know,
a three.
and I'm
It's
like,
right,
I don't
250.
know.
Like that's damn. That's a hell of a lot right there, man.
You know, one time when I saw a trailer for a movie, it was like it was that long, right? I was like, I was basically about to go to Letterboxd and just like put in how I feel about the movie just by watching the trailer, you know.
Yeah.
But I put up my whole review, you know, and everything. But I definitely do think they show a lot. But I think the reasons for it, maybe this is just my opinion here, but I feel like they do that they do that based on number one, you know, based on different trailer companies that there are and whatnot, you know, and also number two, based on the director's like vision.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, if they know what the film is and if they basically have opinions of what the trailer should be about too as well, right? You know, because overall, when you look at Christopher Nolan and everything like that, you know, like even though you see Oppenheimer, you see the trailer, there's still an idea inside you, like that. Even though you know what it's about, right? You still have this idea, like, man, what is this movie really about? It kind of gives you like that idea, you know, and everything like that. Even when you even watch like a Jordan Peele trailer, right? You know, what I'm just trying to say is that some directors have an opinion for making these trailers to well. You know, they have input whenever a trailer is released. It's not just the studio or the trailer company that's putting out these trailers. I feel, maybe that's just my opinion. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm thinking a little bit too much about it. But I do feel like it's based on you know who it is and how much you know and how much basically you know how much the director's input is really you know like important you know for the studio when it comes down to giving them you know their opinions on the trailer or something like that you know so yeah I don't know I think it's based on that
Yeah.
so but yeah I might be wrong shit
No, I think honestly
yeah
to piggyback your thing, Moses, I 100% agree. I think also too when you have a smaller budget, you have more of an input too. Like I think about like Jordan Peele and Get Out. That was a
yeah
great marketing, great marketing. Zach Cregger and Barbarian, fantastic marketing. So I remember seeing that trailer at another movie like a week before it came out. It was like some people stay one night, some people stay forever, and you hear a scream, Barbarian. I was like, oh, that's perfect. I'm intrigued now. I want to see this movie. And I did. I was like, this movie's awesome. I didn't know much about it. I went in blind. And I think to your point, I think a lot of filmmakers have an input. But going back to our previous discussion about budgets, whatever, I think the bigger the budget, the less you have to say in the marketing. It's like we got it, thanks, whatever. But if you have a lower, not if you have a lower or maybe mid tier budget movie, you have a more say of like, let's show this, let's not show this, whatever. I do think when you have that, I think you have more control. I think like how Blumhouse's model, like, I think Blumhouse, like when you work with like a Mike Flanagan or Jordan Peele or even M Night Shyamalan, it's like you have a kind of control of what you can show and kind of keep it mysterious. With again, and most of those movies are kind of low budget for the right reasons, of course. But when it comes to bigger, like again, Joker 2 budget or the Marvel's budget, it's basically it's a whole team at this point. It's a whole corporation saying this XYZ. Gotta show this, gotta show a cool scene, blah, 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 blah. That's why I think the first trailer for Avengers Endgame was so good because it was just Tony talking to the helmet and then certain things here and there, blah, blah, blah. They didn't show anything. Didn't show anything in that trailer. And that was so
yeah
smart.
and they did that yeah and they did that for the whole entire trailers that they released they
Yeah.
only even though it was a 3 hour and like 20-minute movie right you know like I remember seeing like the maybe it's the same trailer you're talking about you know the 30-second trailer
Yeah.
and whatnot where he's like some people move on and I was so hyped for that teaser when it came out you have no idea
Oh, yeah.
even though it was 30 seconds I think I watched it 40 times. That's very
Crazy.
unhealthy. I had watched it like 40 times. I'm super excited. But yeah, like, but to what you were saying, I do think though it has to do with budget and how much the movie cost.
Yeah.
And if it movie costs like a lot of money, and if you're not a director that's completely known, then you're not gonna have a lot of input for your own movie at all, the movie that you directed. You know
Nope.
why? Because either number one, you're not really like that known as a director. Or number two, the movies cost way too much money, for you to have your own input. Or
Hell
number
yeah.
three, people don't really, the studio don't really have direction for the movie yet, and they think the trailer that they're releasing doesn't have any spoilers, but
Yeah.
in reality, you're basically showing the whole movie. So, and I do think that I do think overall, studios, need to get better at understanding that that we can still be really really excited, based on how you edit the trailer without really showing anything at
Hmm.
all. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like just like how we're talking about the 30-second trailer. It was 30 seconds, but I was excited. Why? Because it was it was fast, it was quick, it was easy. It wasn't a lot of information that was thrown to me and everything. But yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nick and I had this point
That's just my
last podcast. We said that bringing back the trailers of them showing non-related scenes, like like Spider-Man. The first Spider-Man trailer was like a bank robbery, and then the webs got cut up in the Twin Towers.
Mm.
Not even the movie at all. Great scene. Or that Tron Legacy trailer.
Yeah.
A really weird chase happens,
It sets
right?
it up, basically.
Yes. It sets it up, and it's like a non-related. I've seen that in the movie. I think even like Pixar's original trailers, like random scenes, not even the movie, but it was intriguing because he was like, "Oh, like come see our movie." Like I think about the first Monsters Inc. trailer, like, "Oh, we're in the wrong house." He goes, "Oh yeah, are we in China? No, we're supposed to be in Jersey." He goes, "Idiot! Why are we in Jersey? Whatever." And not in the movie, but it was funny because it was like you were setting the mood of what the movie is without showing an actual scene of the film. And I do think trailers should go. I think movies should go back to like that era, like showing like scenes that are not in the movie, something kind of related to it, and it just works. Like, hey, build up some kind of intrigue, build some kind of interest. And to your point,
yeah.
yeah,
No, yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, to your point, Doug. I feel like just give us like the tone of the movie. Give us a tone, and like let us be excited for at least like one scene that you think, or even like one clip that you think the audience will be excited for when they're watching the trailer, and just give us like a piece of that, and that's it. Just give us overall the tone of the movie that you're trying to release. We don't need to see so much information about it. Just get us excited. And it's funny, they did a really good job with the new Mission Impossible trailer that was just released and everything like that.
yeah,
Even though of course we've seen like a bunch of Mission movies, there wasn't any music, or anything like that. It was just dialogue, and I didn't think they did like the best job in the world, but they did a good job of just like laying out the tone of it,
Yeah.
and that was it. You know,
hmm
and yeah, so
Do you remember?
yeah.
You guys remember the Superman Returns trailer where it was just the suit.
Oh yeah,
It was just the suit. It was like blue, and like it was just kind of revealing, kind of like it was kind of like going over the suit, and then it went to the S, and it was like, and it was like coming returning summer 2006, whatever. It was a great trailer. It was a great trailer, and I was like, oh man, I'm so hyped for this movie now. Or I think back to like Spider-Man 3 trailer teaser. It was like something about darkness, blah 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 blah. And you see the symbiote taking over like the
that was
Spider-Man
really cool.
suit, and again, that was it. It was just a
Yeah.
few things, and then boom. And I think back to the Dark Knight teaser. It was like you hear like dialogue of the movie, and you saw like the bat symbol, like kind of like glowing, whatever, and then boom, Dark Knight, summer 2008, and you heard Heath Ledger's Joker for the first time. You're like, you hear his laugh. You're like, oh, Joker's in this. Great trailer, great trailer. But to your point, Moses, they trusted the filmmaker. He proved himself with Chris Nolan. Where you proven yourself as a
Yeah,
filmmaker, you're like, hey, like here's free will. Again, go ape shit.
yeah.
Like,
I feel like yeah. For real, what you said. It's like if you're proving yourself as a filmmaker, and everything, and if you're well known, people essentially go to a movie to not because not because of the movie itself, because of the director.
yep,
Sometimes the director has a name, and if you literally throw a name on that film, it's like they're essentially not going to show that much at all. Or if you're certain IP, they might show a lot depending depending on what it is. But most of the time, if it's a really, really good IP, they're not going to show as much information. But to what you're saying about the Superman trailer, I thought you meant the teaser, the Superman Returns. I thought you meant like the teaser trailer. I'm watching it now here and everything like that. But I remember seeing like Superman Returns trailer that came out in 2006. And man, like they didn't show a lot, but like seeing that and hearing like the music too as well, dude, I thought that shit was fire. It was fire. And it was like a 1 minute and like 20-second trailer. And yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Yeah.
Because those are like shorter teasers. Sometimes, like I feel like that's really all you need. Because Doug, I didn't see the one with like showing the suit. I saw one where it was like all this audio from Earth, and it was like kind of like panning up, it's in space, and you see Superman just hovering over Earth, and then like his eyes open up,
that's
and he kind of focuses.
Yeah.
There's that one.
And then he just like boom, and then like you see the you see him like him on like re-entry. I'm like, yeah, that's fucking fire, man.
That's the one.
Monologue,
that
right?
one's good. That was a good one too.
Yeah, I'm like that's dope because it's minimal, and it's also kind of like it just visually it stands out like, dang, this as far as like the whole Superman thing, it's like, yo, this guy can hear like every single thing on the planet, and then like something caught his attention, so now he kind of like, damn, what happened? I got to see this movie now. It's like I need more of that, man, where it's just like just be minimal but like true to the essence of the movie. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
That makes me want to watch Superman Returns now.
I said last. It's on HBO Max. That last week.
Oh wow! Damn.
What was another one? Another one I'm thinking of too. Oh man, there's no trailer I was thinking of. Oh man, I'm blanking on it. There's another one too. Oh, also good one was The Hangover 2. It was just them walking in Bangkok with a Jay-Z song in the background. And they go, oh, we're back together again. He's like, oh my God, coming soon, May 2011. It was just simple. A minute, 10 minutes, done. It was just like, it was quick to it. I'm trying to think another one.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah, no, yeah. It just quick and to the point. It's just like, hey, like, just bring people are gonna see it regardless. Just kind of just make it interesting, make it intriguing. What's another one?
Yeah.
You know what was a killer one? The one for Skyfall.
Oh, great teaser.
Where like when he was in that kind of not interrogation room, but like it was just the word association. Because they needed that one because Quantum of Solace. Needless to say, I don't think it left the best impression. Yeah, but like with this one, it's like it's dark, it's mysterious, and it also begs the question like, what is Skyfall? And because I thought Skyfall was like name of like a previous mission that he went on or that he had like failed, but you watch the movie, you learn like it's a little bit more personal than that, or a lot more personal than that. So I feel like, and it's also like, dang, I never seen James Bond look Oscar. So it was like, okay, that's dope. But again, like it's minimal, a couple of other shots from you don't really know what it's about. You don't even see the villain. You just see like the silhouette of the villain.
Yeah.
But just keep it minimal, kind of like get to the point, but don't show like the whole thing. Like what's the O'Shea Jackson Jr.'s movie, Den of Thieves Part 2.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer for the second one. I had not seen the first one at all, but I saw the trailer for the second one. I'm like, I already know how this movie ends. And now I know how the previous movie ends. And then I saw Part 2. I liked it a lot, but I was like, I knew based on the trailer.
So I want to actually see that movie Den of Thieves. Part 2. I want to go see it and everything. And
it's good.
I thought
it's good.
It was good. It's crazy because the those type movies I expect minimal dialogue and mostly action, right? But this movie was like
more dialogue
and minimal action. More dialogue and like very minimal, action scenes and everything. I was like, there's some parts that I'm sitting down, I'm like, you could have cut this dialogue, right?
Okay, cool.
You talking about Part 2?
Okay,
I'm talking about part 2. Yeah, I was in the
Part
theater.
two.
I was in the theater. I was like, wait a minute. You could have.
I saw it last night too.
Kayla was saying the same thing. She was like, I want to see more like heists.
Okay, let's talk about this right now.
What's
I saw it last night before I left my Regal last night. I saw it last night. Let's talk about it. This movie had so much exposition. I said, okay, what else? This could happen, and this guy, and then this guy, and this guy and a girl. Is like, there was so much exposition where I was like, are y'all for real? Like, you learn in film school is like exposition. No. Get to it, and I was like, "Oh, cool! Like we're doing this, we're doing this."
Y'all
like,
keep about it. I want to see it.
And also too,
you know what's funny? I was like,
Go ahead.
No. I was gonna say, I know you got something coming. But I was just gonna say that, why don't we know about these two in the first? Like, why didn't you tell us more about this dude in the first like movie instead of showing all of this shit like now? You know, like I keep in mind, I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was great, but there were so many things in there. It was, it's funny. It was a 2 hour and 23 movie.
It felt so long.
2 hour and 23 minutes long. You know, I was like, come on, you're saying that Captain America: Brave New World is shorter than this movie?
No, that's fucking wild. Isn't Brave New World like an hour? It's not.
Yes, no, it's an hour and 59 minutes. And this movie, Den of Thieves, it's like 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm like, whoa.
You feel the runtime?
Fucking insane. Like you might in the MC special presentation where it's like, yeah, it's a movie, but it's only like 45 minutes though. We ain't gotta do like the whole thing.
Yeah, bro. This was 2:30. This movie's 2:30. This movie's 2:30, and this movie had three different.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like.
This movie had 3 different endings, bro.
It does.
All right, this is it. This is it. 20 more minutes.
Dude,
all right, this is it. 20 more minutes.
they pulled things on us, man. I thought I was just fucking. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I actually enjoyed. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was good, fun. But like the final ending, I was kind of like, I'm like
the whole mafia thing. I was like, come on. He gonna
rob another bank?
Yeah, Rob what?
Me now. Who the f guy? Like, there's like, like, bro.
Yeah, I was really like, it's funny. They really try to, like hype his character up at the end. They really hyped him up to the point where I was like, wait a minute, I don't really know you. Like, who are you?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You're like, where you work for me now? You know, with the cigarette. I think he had a cigarette. Did he?
Yeah, he was like, I think, like,
someone was smoking something in that movie.
Something. He was like, you work for me now. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, also, what mafia has 2 helicopters? What mafia has 2 helicopters doing a prison break?
Yeah, what? This dude he didn't even have like a helipad. He said like clear yard. That's where I want the helicopter land. It was like all like circled up and shit like that. I'm like, low key. I mean, that's kind of baller when you think about it. But also like, what type of organization is this?
Yeah. Okay. Also, too,
because it's funny. They just actually.
Go ahead.
No. I was gonna say they just confirmed for Den of Thieves 3.
What about Den of Thieves?
Like today, by the way.
It's gonna be a national treasure.
It's confirmed for a they confirmed for like a part 2.
Oh, it's confirmed.
They confirmed for. Yeah, for part 2 literally today.
I'm calling it now. It's gonna be
here's what you need to do for
national
Den of Thieves
treasure.
3.
Treasure. National treasure.
That'd be a dope ass fucking crossover. Like Nick Cage comes back and he's like,
I feel like those series should kind of like since the Fast and Furious genre is kind of like like leading a little bit. I feel like they should like lean on that a little bit more. I feel like Den of Thieves, if they're deciding to make more of that, it should lean with more like the Fast and Furious kind of genre because I feel like they should do that. If that's what they're going to be doing is making more of this shit, take out the dialogue and put more action scenes in that shit and we'll be, I don't know.
If they keep making more, I feel like it's just going to turn into some Mission Impossible type shit. Okay, where it's like, y'all are just kind of like, y'all are upping the ante, but it's like, this a lot because now it's gonna be like we need to steal something off this rocket ship before it reaches the moon. But it's like I thought this was just about robbing banks.
Right. The first one is a poor man's Michael Mann / Heat. This one is trying to be a Luc Besson / Mission Impossible movie.
Damn. Yeah, because even the vibe was different.
Yeah, it was Luc
Like
Besson.
when he was at the beginning of the movie, he's like with the accent, like he was in the
Yeah,
shit like
he had
that.
an accent. Yeah,
Yeah, kind of like it's like some rando. I grew up. It was fun to break into. Like
Also,
that's kind of a lot. That's a large leap.
people forgot. People forget in the first one. I'm sorry, that's me. Gerard Butler beat the shit out of O.J. Jackson Jr.'s character a lot in the first one, and that was me, bro. We ain't friends. Get the fuck out of my face. Get stepping. Get stepping. No, 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 no. You beat the shit out of me.
It's on site now, bro.
You almost choked me to death in the first one.
You know,
we're not friends. Yeah. Hell no. You had me in a chokehold, almost dying for my life. Oh, I'm doing your team now. No, get out of my face. Leave. Hell no. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm pushing you off the balcony.
Yeah, no.
Hell no.
Give my gun back.
And then like. But I mean, going back to the topic of like like trailers and everything like that. I would say the one trailer that was that I thought was a little bit too long and didn't really have to show as much and everything. But I was so excited to see still. But they if they didn't show all the trailers, I would have been completely fine with it. I remember seeing Prometheus trailer. I don't know if you guys seen the Prometheus trailer.
Great trailer.
And everything.
I did, yeah, with a long time ago.
Yeah. I remember seeing that trailer and everything. And I was like, man, like I never been so excited. I think that film literally looped me in of being like a sci-fi fan, like way more than I was before that movie. And Prometheus like really like brought me in, and I was like, man, like I love this genre, and the movie itself was like crazy, and I'm not really like big on like horror that much. I thought this was more of like a thriller and everything, but that got me like loving, the sci-fi genre a little bit more, and that got me to loving like Aliens, the movie itself. Alien Romulus, like a lot, and yeah, it's a really good trailer. Like sometimes I go back to that trailer sometime and I watch it. I'm like, man, this is a great, really good ass trailer.
It's a solid. Yeah. I'm about to put the movie on.
Do you know? I love when Chris Nolan does the prologue stuff at IMAX. Like he does kind of think of like he'll show the first 5 minutes of like Dark Knight Rises, Tenet, Dunkirk. He didn't do one for Interstellar or Oppenheimer, but he did one for Dark Knight Rises. I don't think he did one for Inception. Dark Knight Rises, Interstellar. Sorry,
he
Dunkirk.
didn't do it for Inception.
And then for Tenet, I remember seeing the Tenet one before seeing Star Wars Episode 9, and I said, "Fuck Star Wars! I want to see Tenet right now." I said, "Now." I said, "Now." I said, "I don't give a fuck about Star Wars, whatever. Now I want to see Tenet." I'm like, that the prologue was the opera scene. And I was like, "Cool! I want to see this movie now. Like, I don't want to see Star Wars. Yeah. I want to see this movie right now." So I love when 6 minutes, and that's it. I want to see his first 6 minutes of a movie, that trailer. But you know what? I'm hooked. And I think it's why I do things why Nolan's good at doing prologues of like doing the heist scene in Dark Knight, the plane scene in Dark Knight Rises, the chase, the opening chase in Dunkirk, and then in the opera scene in Tenet. Like, dude, I love how he does that. Another one shout out too is the Incredibles trailer, the first teaser. Remember that one? Where he's like trying to put his suit on, he's like too fat. He's like,
well, he was like trying to get dressed in his like room. No, that was funny. Yeah.
Honey, want some dinner?
Yeah, they need to start doing that more often.
They don't do prologues anymore, right?
They need to start doing that shit now, because it just kind of feels like just in general, it's like, bro, it kind of seems like there's like less
marketing right there,
less love for it.
It's actually really smart, like marketing overall. Like when you show like a very like the prologue of a movie, like when you're about to watch another movie first,
yeah,
and everything, it's like, wait a minute, like I want to see this movie.
Dang,
too,
you know what?
You know?
I might be misremembering, but I'm not actually, because I remember it was like 2004. So I was with my stepfather. We were seeing a movie, and it was just kind of like a cold open, Tobey Maguire, in a cafe with Kirsten Dunst, and they're talking about like relationship stuff. And like as a kid, I'm like, just obsessed with superheroes and superhero movies. I'm like, oh, that's Spider-Man and Mary Jane. But I legit thought it was like a different movie because
Oh
she's
yeah.
like, do you love me or not? I'm like, I'm about to skip this. He's like, I just it's like a couple minutes talking, and then out of nowhere, the fucking car flies through the window, and then like the fuck. When I tell you, my brain melted out through my ears because it's like, holy shit, this is Spider-Man. And I wasn't really on the internet like that, so like it was like there's no indication to me like, oh, they're gonna make a second one. Like as a kid, I always just thought like, they released this one, and I guess that's fucking it. And then 2, 3, then like the sequel pops out. So like, yeah, just stuff like that. And I think they did one with Prisoner of Azkaban where it was the scene he just busts in the classroom.
Oh yeah,
shutting all the windows with his one. Turn to page 194. Like, oh my god, I need that shit now. I love the Harry Potter movies, man. That's my shit. But it's like again, like just like I like just being like kind of in some ways being like thrown into the middle of the movie and just again it's just Moses, you were saying like it's a marketing.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really be that no more, and I don't want to sound hurting like my heart's all broken. It's kind of like shit. Is this because it's kind of like it seems like I like care that much these days. Like we made a movie. Let's just like put it out, and I miss the good old days. What can I say?
I agree. The last one I saw was pretty cool.
Go ahead.
The last one I saw was really cool. The last one I saw was it was before Doctor Strange 2 in IMAX. They showed the training scene in Top Gun Maverick in IMAX, and that was really cool. They showed him training everybody, and that was it. It was like coming soon, 2 weeks, Top Gun Maverick, and I'm like, cool. Like they showed the actual training montage in Maverick on IMAX, and I said, yo, I'm there. I like that. Does that? No other trailer, no sizzle. It was just that training scene in IMAX. Done. I said, cool, I'm there. I want to see this movie. And the actual IMAX sequences, I'm like, let's do it. So bring back prologues as the trailer.
Yeah, just prologues and team, and then just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Maybe like trailer at the end, but like dropping like 4 or 5 trailers for one.
Yeah.
Like, bro, just at that point, just release the fucking movie.
Yeah. Speaking about trailers, as we're still on the topic of trailers, I know it's supposed to be. I know you guys are supposed to review a movie, but I actually had a question when it came down to like the Super Bowl trailers are supposed to be releasing, next week. But I wanted to know like what trailer are you guys excited for? Because I know the Super Bowl is coming up like in a week, 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
It's on the 9th, right?
What's been announced? What's announced? Do we know?
Yeah. So what's been announced was so we are getting the new Jurassic film trailer and everything. Getting I think the Thunderbolts trailer. We're getting Fantastic Four trailer. We're supposed to get the Superman trailer, but Warner Brothers,
pulled
it. They're being low key. Anyways, we're also getting the Minecraft trailer too as well. I'm pretty sure. Other than that, I think that's all I know when it comes down to trailers that are releasing. On that day. So I want to know like
Mission.
Really excited for Fantastic Four. Is the Mission trailer dropping?
Yeah, because Paramount's
Mission.
Paramount's doing Super Bowl again. I mean, they're gonna show Mission.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, of course. Definitely looking forward to that. Fantastic Four for sure. I've only ever seen the first Jurassic Park movie.
Oh, smart man. Those movies suck.
Wait, you only see you never seen the Chris Pratt's Jurassic Park?
Hell no, because here's the thing. I didn't want to watch the one, and I'll do respect to everybody, but like, dude, like, because my it was you're a little kid, you're visiting grandma's house, she has all the VHS tapes, and you see like one where the Jurassic Park one, she's like this movie they fucking bring back dinosaurs and Sam Jackson's in it. Okay, because I didn't know Sam Jackson was in it, so I watched it for that. But even with that, it's like, as a fucking 4-year-old, I'm like, who in the hell is thinking it's a good idea to bring dinosaurs back to life? And then y'all just, after everybody else, first one, and then y'all the shit. Hey, you know what? I'm not doing Jurassic Park no more. Now it was Jurassic World.
Thank you.
Oh
Nick.
my god. I'm kind of like,
Nick.
nah, man.
Nick, if you were here,
Bro,
I would kiss you on the forehead right now.
I appreciate you, bro. Hey, if I was there, I would let you. But it's like, bro, y'all doing this. It's like,
but anyway, go.
No, yeah, pause, no Diddy. But also, it's like, and this, it's not even like it's bad movies or anything like that. Because the first movie, I liked the first movie. It was fun, but I think just like it was just so it was like just the matter. I wasn't really in. Like I just the point. Now that's as far as the Jurassic movie goes. What else? Fantastic. Obviously, I'm excited for Fantastic Four.
Yeah, so they also have I didn't exactly name all of them and everything, but they got Lilo Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch.
As well. Yeah, Lilo and Stitch. Sorry, and Megan 2.0. They got the Smurfs. I didn't know there was a Smurfs.
They're making another Smurfs movie.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, I guess.
Put that right up there with Minecraft.
They got How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon, the live action version coming out as well, and they got the new Disney film. I think I think it's ELO. I don't know if it's ELO. Have you guys heard about that?
Is it the space one?
Spell it.
Is it the space one?
Or ELO? Yeah, it's a space one. It's about a little boy who basically, I don't know. It's a ELIO.
Yeah.
No. What's it about?
I don't know. I just know that it's based on this little kid, this little boy who, I don't know, like he interacts with space or space.
Is
people.
it aliens?
I don't really know.
Something like that.
I ain't gonna lie, man. That sounds kind of cool because I like space shit. so that sounds kind of cool. I like that. I like that whole cosmic mystery type shit. Space.
And it's good too as well because I think that's like that's like an original film from Disney.
Okay.
For
that piques my curiosity.
Yeah, it's just also very much an original film. It's not it's not an IP right now currently. It is, but it's still fresh.
I feel like we need more just original stuff. That's also kind of going back. That's why Sinners was so exciting. It's not a remake, reboot, a rehash. It's just this is an original idea. So with ILO.
I don't know.
With the space Disney movie. Yeah, I'm all for that.
Directors of Coco are doing this one. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
I gotta finish Coco. I put it at my sister. This is how. Damn.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
Yeah, but hey, you guys, I mean, I don't know about you. I know you don't like the. I very much enjoy like the Jurassic World movies and everything. I enjoy the first Jurassic Park movie from Steven Spielberg.
That was a good. That was a good one.
The music was fantastic. The score was fantastic. But I know you guys don't like the Jurassic World movies and everything, but I definitely enjoyed it, man. I thought it was.
It's not that I don't like the Jurassic World movies. It's that I haven't seen them.
Well,
I don't want to sound. I don't want to sound ungrateful.
It's different. I'm not saying that is just I gotta. Yeah.
I don't want to sound ungrateful because what we do is a privilege, but like I know we're gonna be invited to that screening over the summer for Jurassic World. It's gonna be one of the first screenings. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be like this. I'm like, I know everything. Oh my god!
I feel like I'm gonna like fucking love it because I haven't.
What did you do?
No, I know. I mean, no, man. Hey, Doug, you're starting acting like that one person.
I know.
Ooh, don't say his name.
I know. Beetlejuice.
Don't say his name. Let me hold up. Get my holy water real quick.
I know. I know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen. That we're gonna see this movie over the summer at a screening. What's gonna happen?
Yeah,
over the summer.
Expect
over the summer,
Back to work. I hope for the best for the.
we go to a screening of the movie over the summer. Nick's gonna love it. I'm gonna hate it, and the comments gonna be like, "You don't like movies, you shill, you idiot." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll take it."
Gonna be like, "You guys are fucking paid like this movie."
Yeah, dude. Do you see my? You see the hate I got?
Payroll. Like, bro.
Oh, the hate I got from my review of the Bob Dylan movie. I didn't like Timothée Chalamet. People were like, "You don't like movies. You are such an idiot. Like, you don't know film. You don't know acting." I'm like, "Sure." I'm like, "Okay, sure." The comments lit
really
me up.
Passionate about people just love them some Timothée Chalamet.
Oh, also Nick, we lost you by the way.
He is Lisan Al Gaib.
We lost you, Nick.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I went a little bit too far with the holy water joke. I spilled some water on here. I'm just trying to wipe it off.
Okay, I thought your camera went out again.
No, it probably will in about 15 minutes.
I was gonna say, it better be like last time.
Here we go. So it begins. I like the guy doing Jurassic. I like it's Gareth Edwards who did The Creator, and I love The Creator. We saw it, Moses. You and I were geeking about it when it came out a couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, The Creator. I didn't care. I didn't really care for Rogue One. Still very well made. Wasn't for me. I don't really care for his Godzilla, but I absolutely loved I loved The Creator so much. So I'm intrigued. It's a whole new story.
Creator, I gotta see.
The Creator's awesome. Oh, it's so
The
good.
Creator. I thought
so good.
But it just didn't. I wish people gave it more love. I mean, I was very good, and I was really hyped for John David Washington because like I really want him to do really really good when it comes down to being in this industry as like a really like this. As a name like actor overall, right? Because he's in Tenet, he's in this and everything like that. And I was really hoping like the best for, this film too as well for The Creator because it was original. It's original piece. The guy that's directing this new Jurassic World movies directed that. I forgot his name.
Gareth Edwards.
What's his name again?
Gareth Edwards.
He directed Gareth Edwards. Fantastic director. He directed the very first Godzilla film and everything. I thought that was amazing film,
Well made.
And he also did. Did he do?
Did he do the Rogue
One?
Yeah, he did.
Didn't he do
Rogue One? Yeah.
Rogue One, dude. Speaking about trailers, the teaser for Rogue One, man. To the T, I thought that was great.
Godzilla, bro. Holy smokes!
The teaser for that. Speaking about trailers, but the teaser for Godzilla.
Oh my! That was a good one.
That was a good ass trailer, man. That was
weird shit. My toes curl a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Pause. But anyways, go back to the trailer. I thought it was really, really, really fire.
Yeah.
Did
No, that guy's the trailer. That was really cool. Because again, it's like it's no.
I had the same thought about this. Someone the other day brought something on a podcast too. I'm asking you guys this too. Do you think? I mean, I think we all love Tenet, of course, too. Do you think if it wasn't for COVID, Tenet would have made John David Washington a bigger star?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like it would. Dude,
COVID just fucked up so much shit for like the movie and even like the television industry a little bit, bro.
Yo, if Tenet was releasing after Oppenheimer, with the huge success of Oppenheimer, and then you had Tenet, in a original piece by Christopher Nolan, like, come on, and it's not a 3-hour-long movie. It's not a biopic or anything like that.
It's an original
just
sci-fi,
an action thriller film. It's a sci-fi thriller. Come on, man. That would have shoot Washington's character, acting career to the roof.
It's a shame.
But also just in general, I feel like the movie would have done. I think it would have hit like 900 to like $1 billion. When it comes down to when it comes down to like how much money it would make. I really think it would have done really, really good.
I'm really glad.
Overall, I mean, at least it made profit.
Yeah. I'm really glad the re-release did very well. The re-release of Tenet IMAX did very, very well. So that makes me really happy because I feel like more people discovered it at home, on Blu-ray, at HBO, whatever. And then when it came back to the theaters about a year ago, I want to say, the re-release of that movie was like crazy good, like crazy bonkers. But And also too, the creator came out during the actor strike too. So it was like he had 2 great movies, one by COVID, other one by the strike. So it was like he couldn't really promote. He promoted Tenet as much as he could virtually, but to your point, if it came out after Oppenheimer, oh my god, yeah, probably nearly $1 billion movie for sure, if not $1 billion movie. But it's a shame. It's a shame. But again, one of my favorite actors one of my favorite actors working today, and I really do hope he kind of works with Chris Nolan again in the future, and that'd be really cool to see them kind of like do a movie. Or my thing is have Chris Nolan do a movie with John David Washington and Denzel. That would be really cool if Chris Nolan can do that.
Do Tenet Part 2.
I know.
Except we see him in the and instead of him being played by John David Washington,
it's Denzel. It's so good. Yeah. It's right there. It's right there.
It ends with him sending.
It's right there.
What's his name? It ends with him sending a Robert Pattinson in the past.
I know. Dude, I would love that. I would love that.
That's a $3 billion movie.
Well, what's funny too that when they're doing press for Tenet, like someone asked John David Washington, he goes, "Can you do a movie with your dad?" And he kind of points at Nolan. He goes, "If someone would do it, I'm down." And he kind of head nodded to Nolan. I'm like, dude, like it'd be so cool to do that. Like, and I know Denzel wants to work with him. Like, oh, dude, come on now.
I wish John David Washington was cast in the new Christopher Nolan film.
Yeah, I'm confused by that.
Filmed really, really soon. I was really like, is he gonna cast him? I would really hope he would, because I thought they had a good when it came down to like the interviews that they did together with Christopher Nolan and John David Washington. I thought they had a really good
he might actually still be in it because I might like he's in it, but they just haven't like released that information. Watching like Oppenheimer, like that movie had like hella actors I didn't know who was that they were gonna be in it, man.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. But I'm so excited for it. But I hope that they do work again because I feel like John David Washington deserved that like chance to work with Christopher Nolan again. Yeah. As an actor, but. Hey man, everybody in Hollywood wants to work with Christopher Nolan. That is no joke. Everybody wants to work with this guy. Even if you have like a 30-second like scene in Christopher Nolan movie, like you're gonna be popping. You're gonna be popping.
You're
automatically an A-list star. All you did was stand there for 18 seconds.
After the movie that you're in for that 30-second scene of a Christopher Nolan movie, you're basically an A-list of every movie that you're gonna be in from It's so crazy. You guys have no idea how much Christopher Nolan holds in like when it comes down to like power in Hollywood. It's crazy. Yeah. Everybody wants to work with this guy.
Oh yeah.
Even like going back to Oppenheimer, like almost everybody in that movie, even if they just had like a small role, like, it's like they didn't just get whoever the fuck like identify like 90% of those actors, like so it's like he's that guy.
Yeah.
He's that, you feel me? Not to sound like I'm glazing or nothing, but I'm not glazing. I'm just stating the fact. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, like working with Nolan, it's like, and I just again, Oppenheimer just kind of like proved that everybody is trying to work with this guy.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard. It's funny because I heard that he's also planning on doing another. Maybe it's just a rumor or anything like that. But I heard about him basically starting production in like 2026 with Robert and
yeah, that's right. I heard that too.
In like 2026, it's supposed to be like this thriller, like very much just like a thriller, like film. I don't know what genre it is completely, but I heard it was going to be this thriller with Robert Downey Jr. and everything that he was going to be making for in 2026 So, but it's crazy. You're just about to make a movie. Now you're thinking about going into production for it.
Finish the first one yet. Next level. Ooh, he's next level. I like that. I respect that. That's what's up. He's on that grind, man. Golly.
I'll bring a point. Bring a point. Go ahead. Go, Moses. Go ahead. You first.
No. Bring your point because it's gonna jump into another filmmaker that
Okay,
Go ahead,
real quick. I'm surprised again. I hope it doesn't to think about like his leading men, Leo DiCaprio and McConaughey. They hasn't worked with or Hugh Jackman in The Prestige. Like he hasn't worked with those guys again. And I hope it's in the case with John David Washington. I hope he works with him again. I'm like, yo, I want to see more John David and Chris Nolan. Yeah, right. Like, not a one-time thing. I want to see him working with these guys again. Like, bring back these people, but as wishful thinking.
No, yeah, man, no, 100%, man. Like, I really do hope that's the case and everything. Yeah, we'll definitely see. I would say when it comes down to what we were talking about before about Christopher Nolan about to make another film, right? Even though he just started on freaking pre-production or about to start production like February with his new film. I mean, this thing with Quentin Tarantino, right?
Oh,
about
yes.
About him wanting to take his time, make his I'm at the love this guy, right? I love Quentin Tarantino, I love his movies and everything like that. But at the same time, I'm like, bro, like, dude, it's not like you're 100 years old, like this dude this dude Ridley Scott is like 86 years old and he's still like making movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, dude, like you don't have to put a stamp to your movies or whatever. Where we're gonna not like your movies if it's bad. We're not gonna do that. That's all I'm saying. No hate.
Put you on that. Yeah.
I mean, like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is one of my favorite movies. Out there. But at the same time, it's like, yo, don't put a timestamp to you making a certain amount of movies.
But don't limit yourself. Because I'm with you on that. Like, if I like any movie that has Tarantino's name on it, I got to see that. I need that. You feel me? But I remember he was someone was like interviewing him, and if I remember correctly, I think the reasoning he said was like, I don't want to overstay my welcome, and it's like, yeah, but you Tarantino, man, like you don't be like bad shit. It's like, bro.
It's like I feel like it's like it's the opposite.
So like let's say hey, I said I was gonna make 10 movies. Here's my 10th movie. What the hell are you gonna do after your 10th movie comes out? Because it's like
he said he's gonna do theater
and write books.
Theater.
Yeah.
I would see a Tarantino.
Yeah, I have 2 of his books on my shelf. He writes books too. So I have 2 of his books on my shelf, but yeah, he's a theater and books, and be a dad.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I respect it. I would love to see like a Tarantino
nerd.
I know that sounds random, but like Kill Bill, there was some like what's up? What did you say?
I said fucking nerd. I'm kidding.
I know, right? I know, but it's like
I love Tarantino so much.
I was thinking about him like
2 books.
I was thinking about Kill Bill, and there was like a little anime section in that. I'm like, that'd be kind of dope, or even like. Just let him make like whatever. Because he was trying to make like a Luke Cage movie, and I love that idea because I'm a comic nerd. He wanted to do like James Bond, which would have been like Casino Royale, but like in the 60s, but with Pierce Brosnan, and it was gonna be like black and white. I'm like, damn, that would have been dope. But like, what else? Like Star Trek, that would have been dope.
Wait, you wanted to do a Luke Cage movie?
Yeah,
dude. In like it was like the 90s, early 2000s. He wanted to do Luke Cage, and it was gonna be Lawrence Fishburne. He wanted Lawrence Fishburne as Luke Cage. Be fucking fire, bro. Part of my language.
That would have been.
Are you
fire.
Kidding me, man? Oh gosh.
They need to do a Luke Cage movie. They need to do at least like one movie that's just around level. I'm talking about not even just like just more of a more character acting.
Yeah, that like nitty gritty. Like, yeah, maybe it exists in the larger MCU, but it's just like, hey, listen, man. This neighborhood, I'm trying to protect.
You know what I mean? It's like, have you heard about this dude? That wants a block over here. In like Brooklyn, blah 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 blah. It's like they should do at least.
Oh yeah, I need that. Ooh, that.
Yeah.
Poster gave me the fucking chills.
Oh, that is fire, dude. That is fire. I would literally see that. I will buy. Yeah, that would be really really fire. That would be.
Uma Thurman and Pam Grier. Who would Uma Thurman and Pam Grier have been? I guess that kind of looks like Jessica Jones. Maybe Uma Thurman would have played Jessica Jones. Okay, and that's Misty Knight. Okay, so Pam Grier looks like would have been Misty Knight.
Yeah.
And Misty Knight is a fucking badass too because she's a cop. She's got a fucking like metal arm, dude. That would be flames.
That would have been fire, man. That would have been fire.
That looks like Michael Keaton right there. Sam Jackson.
dude. Yo, Marvel, if you're listening, put me on.
Nah, for real. Nah, fuck that. I'm kidding bullshit.
Bruce Lee,
Bruce
Iron
Lee.
Fist.
Okay, interesting.
Interesting.
Would that even work?
I don't know.
No, that would be dope. Dang. I remember like years ago, man, like junior high school, people were saying like, yo, man, Idris Elba, Dwayne Johnson for Luke Cage, and like great actors, but none of them are right for Luke Cage, bro.
No.
Oh yeah, no. Idris Elba, Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all are just saying them because popular.
Nah, it's
not
that's
even
stunt
Dwayne
casting.
Not even Dwayne Johnson.
Hell no, bro. That's stunt casting, bro.
Yeah, because even for Black Adam with Dwayne Johnson, it was like, I don't know, maybe you know.
That's stunt. That's stunt casting.
Who should play Luke Cage? That's a good question. Dang.
That dude. I mean, the show itself, the guy that played Luke Cage, man, I think it was great.
Mike Colton,
man.
no, he fucking.
It's a big dude.
Did you see season 2 of Luke Cage, Moses?
Yeah, bro, of course, man.
Dude, the ending of season 2.
Yeah.
Oh, cannot wait for season 3, and then they're like, "Hey, by the way, we canceled it." I'm like, "Well, what the? You canceled it on like the best note? Are you kidding me?" Just like fucking stupid, and like the waiter comes out like, "Hey, man, I got a meal. You're not getting it. I just wanted to show it to you. I'm taking this shit back to the kitchen." Yeah. That's kind of what that felt like. Like, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm just ranting. We'll put a feature. Yeah. What's next? Doug?
No. Did you like what he said? I kind of like what he said. He got flack for it about Tarantino's thing about the movies. He said 2019 was the last really kind of authentic year and good year for movies. He's not wrong. So I feel like really.
I hate that comment.
Really?
I hate that comment. That's the one thing that I got. I
explain.
I hate that comment. Oh, it's last year for a good actual movie. Come on, bro.
Really?
Like, come on.
Yeah, because
come on.
Kind of imply like there hasn't been like any since then.
Yeah.
It's like you're sounding. I don't want to say this, but you're sounding like I don't even want to say it.
Say it. We keep it real over here.
Say it with the chest. Say it with the chest.
Say it. You're among friends. You're among friends.
No, I respect Quentin, to that. I love his movies and everything like that. He's a great person, when it comes down to, helping the industry grow and everything like that. So like I have huge respect to him. When it comes down to him saying about it being the last year for authentic films in general, it's like you're throwing shade to everybody that has made a movie after that. It's like you're saying the movie, you're saying the movie Dune was not good or authentic or whatever it is. You're saying the movie,
he don't fuck with the Dune movie.
See what I mean? It's like Top Gun wasn't good. You're saying all of these movies have come out, Batman 2, whatever it is, or any films that was really, really well done and really, really well made by these incredible filmmakers, that made their first films or whatever it is. You're saying all these movies have not been authentic or anything like that. It's like, come on, man. It's like, come on. It's. I feel like it's a very silly statement to make. For you as a filmmaker, knowing that there's other films out there that came after you that are also really, really, really good, that are also being enjoyed by just
for sure,
normal people that go out to the movie and watch movies.
For sure.
I actually like this.
I'm glad you had the reaction you did. The reason why I kind of agree with him is where I kind of agree with him. I do think the theatrical model was better back then in terms of release stuff. That's where I agree with him the release of theatrical stuff. I'm with you though. No, last year was a great year for films. I don't care. People say last year was an amazing year for films. Where I agreed with him on the statement was that I liked about how the model is fucked in terms of the release date. Hey, back then movies would get 45 days, maybe 90 days to a theatrical release. Now it's 20-25, if not shorter. Universal, I love Universal. Yeah. Movie does pretty poorly on Peacock the next week. It's like, whoa, what happened? So I know I'm with you. I think him saying that it hasn't been a good year for movies. I disagree. I think there's been a lot of great movies the past 5 years for sure. Yeah, Tenet is one of them in 2020.
Yeah, but I do. No, yeah, of course. You know what I mean? Oppenheimer, right? It just came out.
Oppenheimer,
it's like all these
amazing movies.
You know what I mean? That have come out. You know,
Great movies.
it's really crazy. It's like there's a movies that we can't even think about right now because we're in tuned and everything. But I do agree with him with that statement when it comes down to like theatrical release. With the fact that
that's what I agree with him.
It's not a great window.
No,
it's not a great window. We all know that because of streaming. Streaming kind of became like the midpoint of it all.
Yeah.
That's where it kind of like took a piece of that pie when it came down to it being cut in half to the amount of days that are in theaters, right? Theater decided that streaming decided to be like, you know what, that those you guys used to have 20. Sorry, you guys used to have 40, whatever it is. After that is gonna be mine now. Meaning streaming is gonna be mine. I'm gonna take that and cut it off, and it's gonna go straight to streaming, or it's gonna go straight to digital, or whatever it is, because is a bigger dog or at all. It's not, but it's becoming more used when it comes down to like the regular person seeing a movie and everything like that. So, but yeah, no, I really do agree. I really do agree with the fact that back then, it was a way better model when it came down to, the traditional way of like releasing movies in theaters. So I do agree with that. So anything else? Disagree.
No, you and I are on the same page, my boy. We were on the same page, my man, because I feel like you and I were like, because we can pinpoint all of us can pinpoint movies the past 5 years of like, this was great, the experience of this, like 100%. But no, at the end I was like, oh, bro, there's some great movies the past 5 years, my man. Like you should look, Quentin, what you doing, bro? But no, the theatrical model, the release is what I agree with him on. I'm like, that I agree with on that for sure. I'm like, the model has been definitely changed for good or for worse. Definitely for on the bad thing, on the not so good end of the movie, end of the term. But I'm with you though. There's been some great movies the past 5 years. Just I think we all wish the model. Yeah. I think there was a better way to say it than the way he said it. There was a better way to say it.
100%. Because oh no, 100%. Even the movie. Even the movie Horizon. Nah, I'm kidding with you. I'm messing with y'all.
Still made for the theaters. Made for the theaters.
Moses, I'm about to log off.
Made for the theaters.
Talk about some Horizon.
No, I'm joking with you guys.
But still, made for theaters. Made for the theaters. But again,
I don't laugh at shit that's not funny, Moses.
But Chris Nolan. Not Chris Nolan.
I'm teasing, bro.
Kevin Costner could have been
an inside joke for y'all. Y'all did that.
But again, But I agree because Kevin Costner could have been like, I'm making this movie for Netflix, probably cheaper or whatever. But he made for theatrical. I respect it. Hey, Joker 2. People hate Joker 2.
I respect it.
Theatrical. Just saying, theatrical.
No, I mean, that point, what I made was supposed to be an inside joke. But
I'm just fucking. We know what you mean. Moses. We know what you mean.
It didn't hit the way that I thought it would hit and everything like that when it came down to like a, fun little joke because of you guys, made fun of it because I liked it last time or whatever it is. But no, man, no. I do think that overall, when it comes down to like the film industry, we're still growing when it comes down to like movies that are being shown. It's like, even Parasite. Wait, that came out in 2019. Actually, what am I talking about?
Yep, that was so that proves his point. That proved his point.
Yeah,
it was like, oh shit.
He's like, Parasite was the last good movie I ever saw. Like, oh, dang, bro.
But I mean, 2018. I mean, looking back, that was a really good year of movies. I mean, think about it. We had Endgame, we had Knives Out, we had Ford vs Ferrari, we had John Wick, we had Joker, we had Queen and Slim. Yeah. We had a great year of movies. I mean, again, Uncle Gems, all those great year of movies.
100%.
Good Boys.
I do think he's right in some cases here and there, but I still believe that there were a great many films that were released after that year in 2019.
Yeah, I think he might have just been speaking a little bit like too generally.
Yeah.
I'll admit this from um my love for movies has um it's never gone away. Like I love movies, but I like the for like a while I've been less kind of like inclined or less excited to go out and see movies because it does kind of feel like in fact like Doug the saw we invited, matter of fact. I remember like I turned to you because like I saw all the posters. I was like, dang, I don't remember there being like a lineup of movies like this in like a long time. It was
That's
like
right.
Mission Impossible, The Ballerina, Superman. Like I was kind of like, yo, I'm actually. It was like all on the same wall. It wasn't like spread out or nothing. Like it has been something happened where it's like movies just haven't been necessarily as good, but that doesn't mean there haven't been any good movies since 2019. So like for that part, respectfully, I do disagree with Tarantino one, but it's like, yeah, I kind of see what you're saying though, because again, it's like I've been like less excited for movies generally, but there's still gems. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like so, it's not like they're all shit now because they're not. Some
I
of
mean,
them are,
I
but
mean,
not all of
you
them.
know, I mean, it's. I feel like, damn, I kind of lost my train of thought. I was gonna say if we didn't love movies as much as we do, we wouldn't be here talking about it.
Yep.
Facts.
You know what I
Damn
mean?
straight.
So it's like we wouldn't be talking about. He wouldn't be there on Sundance talking about anything at all, talking about how great movies are still being made or anything like that. I just think what we talked about before. He kind of said it in a not exactly in the best way.
Yeah.
I would
I
say.
I think he was just being kind a little
Yeah.
blunt, a little.
Um, yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So
what you mean.
that's just
Uh,
my opinion.
no,
I'm
absolutely.
I agree with you.
All right. So speaking of, you're cordially invited, Nick. Shall we?
Let's get it.
All right. So for all you,
My favorite part was at the end where I'm teasing Moses.
All right. Speaking of streaming and theatrical, for all you rom-com fans out there, if you don't know, you're cordially invited. It stars again Will Ferrell and of course Reese Witherspoon, and it follows a woman planning her sister's ideal wedding and the father of a bride to be discover the destination weddings at a remote resort are double booked. When both parties decide to share the small venue, chaos ensures and disaster awaits. And Nick, my friend, is someone who's happily engaged and getting married soon. The floor is yours, my friends. What did you think of You're Cordially Invited?
I'll tell you what. I hope that when me and Kaylin are finally getting married, I hope it's nothing like this because this movie, in the most way, like it was so chaotic. The humor, like I'll say it, let me restart. Going into the movie, like when I first saw the trailer, I was kind of thinking like, yeah, it's gonna be like kind of funny, it's gonna be like a good time, but it was not that at all. It wasn't kind of funny. It wasn't just a good time. Like this movie was fucking hilarious, bro. Like, like literally, even just thinking about it, I just started fucking laughing. This movie, it was so funny. It was like kind of being not to sound, but being like punching your gut, funny shit. Like it just, I didn't expect it to be as funny as it was, but the emotional aspects, like without getting too much, it was certain stuff going on with her relationship with her family. It went into Will Ferrell's dynamic with his daughter, and it was kind of going into like like they were like close because like they love each other, but it was like it went into like the more like emotional aspects of that. Like they handled that very well. Like it was as hilarious as it was. It was equally like heartwarming, maybe a little even like heartbreaking and stuff. And it was I was like they didn't hold their punches. There was like one laugh where I'm I want to say what it is, but I at the same time like I enjoyed it so much. It's like I would like for everyone else to just experience it themselves. But someone said something that was it just kind of caught me off guard, and it made the moment like that much funnier. But And matter of fact, I'll even. It's not a spoiler, but like Doug, you remember like when it was someone from Reese Witherspoon's family. They were talking to the oldest sister, talking to Farrell, and she's like, don't. It's just my spray tan. Like as simple as it, that part just I was fucking dying because it was like a million things going on in my head at once. So like, okay, so you're just aware of the fact that you smell like funky as shit, but like it's not even like necessarily like a weird. It's just like a spray, like it's just kind of like
Yeah.
I was laughing at it to myself for like 15 minutes, bro. But no, the movie is hilarious. And there wasn't like a weak moment in the film to me when I think about it. This movie was just this like legit. This is my new favorite Will Ferrell movie. I know, like
Wow.
when we made the post, it was initially Nights. That movie, because of this, it came down to number 2 favorite Will Ferrell movies. Like this movie was just so fucking funny, but also like again with the whole like family aspects of it. It was not that I can relate like one to one with it, but it's like, I get that where it's like, hey, where it's like, sometimes you just gotta like be open with your family and sometimes be like willing to have like, certain conversations or just, yeah, just fucking be open with them. And, they deal with that, they kind of deal with like, like it seems like you were looking at it, but maybe you need to look at it like from my perspective, everything like that. I love this. I'm not like comms like that. I fucking love this movie. This movie is hilarious, man. Like it's a great way. I'm definitely gonna be watching this pretty soon. Yeah, this movie is hilarious. And like Will, man, was just in reckoned with as far as the comedy aspect of it, and it never let up. It never I couldn't breathe in this movie, bro. It was especially like I'm not. I want to say it, but there was a part at the end where like Doug, when they were like in the car, she's like, "You're like da 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 da." He's yeah,
Oh,
like I
yeah.
know it kind of ruins it, but like I can't say, but no, hilarious. Like the humor, 10, the because I want to say drama, but it wasn't even like dramatic. Really, certain heartfelt moments like that. Out of 10 too. Yeah, I love this movie. It's hilarious. You're cordially invited was phenomenal.
I won't say it, the line the line that made you crack the most. I'm laughing because you were laughing at it. Was the CEO line, right?
Yeah, because it was like it's so simple and like it's like a very like understated thing, but it's kind of what makes it just so funny.
Yeah.
It was like it's like I can't even. How did y'all do this? I loved it. I would definitely recommend it. Yeah, this is probably my favorite like comedy too. Wow, it's up there. This is probably fucking top. Holy shit!
Hot man.
Really, my favorite Will Ferrell movie. Is number 2 now. Number 2 Will Ferrell. If you're in first, you're last.
I tell you what, if you can see this movie with someone like Nick Johnson, please do, because Nick made this movie the experience so much better. Because I was laughing hard, but the way you were laughing made me laugh hard, and I was like, oh, it's just fun to see it with one of your best friends and with an audience too. Man,
and I think I think I to see this. Like I definitely need to have man like. Oh man, yeah, maybe that's also why I enjoyed it so much. Like it was just like I haven't been like down in the dumps, like depressed or nothing like that, but it's just been kind of like
it cheered you up.
It's been a little hectic lately, and this movie took me 110% out of my little funk, bro. Oh my gosh, shit, I might put it on this weekend.
Yeah, tell me what Kaylin thinks about it. Hopefully Kaylin likes it. I hope she enjoys it.
No, for real, because I like if she doesn't like it, maybe the wedding after all. Because how can you not?
Nah,
just so fucking funny. Be cordially uninvited if she says what.
Nah, I'm with you, man.
I myself chilling.
I'm with you, man. I was pleasantly surprised with this movie. This movie made me laugh a lot. I mean, a lot. This is from Nicholas Stoller, who did Neighbors, Getting Sarah Marshall, Get Him to the Greek. Very very funny writer, very funny filmmaker. And again, you think, and I said in our reaction too. I said this movie came out like 15 years ago, like prime Will Ferrell, prime Reese Witherspoon in the in the theaters. This movie would have crushed at the box office, like the height of like Legally Blonde and had him, Step Brothers and Ricky Bobby. This movie would have crushed the box office. But it's definitely, I definitely see why they put it to streaming, but. I think it's definitely fun to see with an audience the way we did. This movie is hilarious. It's really funny. It's a ton of fun. It's very charming. It's very relatable too. I think I laugh at comedies now that are so relatable, where it's like, oh yeah, that could happen. Oh yeah, that could happen. That's why Superbad is so funny. That's why
relatable. That's what it is. Yes.
That's why Friday's so fun. That's why Superbad is so fun. That's why like these comedy, like 40 Year Old Virgin's got a lot of funny. Like a lot of movies are so funny because they're so like knocked up. Or I think of again. One of them days with SZA and Keke Palmer, relatable humor. It's like if you can relate to the movies, it makes comedy more funny, more like, oh yeah, I've been there before. I've dealt that before, and it's just like it's the whole factor of like you can relate to these characters and these stories a lot of funny. But yeah, I mean this movie had me getting you and I were cracking up a lot in this movie. I will say there was definitely kind of like Den of Thieves 2 where I was like, oh, this is the end. Oh, 20 more minutes. Oh, no, this is the end. Oh, no, 20 more minutes. Where you kind of have one of those like, oh, okay, keep going. It's fun. Cool. I wasn't like, oh, my God, get on with it. I was like, oh, this is it. Nope, 20 more minutes. I'm like, okay, more go. But yeah, I tell you what, though, I thought the supporting cast in this movie was hilarious. From
yeah,
her family, his family. Jimmy Tatro was so funny. The actress playing her mom is so funny. And the siblings.
I got the actress because when we watched it, the comic came out. The actress mom, she was in the 2003 Hulk movie. She was Bruce Banner's, I think, like foster mother.
Yeah,
saw her. I was like, oh heck, another connection. Love that shit.
She was
the bottom. Cameron D.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking for her name is Cecilia Weston is her name. Cecilia
Weston. Legendary.
That was the mom. Yep. And
and she was funny too, but again,
she was
like
really funny.
Like she was able to do like the funny. Yeah, but also like when she's having like the heart to heart, it was kind of like that shit hit too. Like I was about to hit up my mom, not necessarily for the same reason. Shit, like just like a sincerity in her, which I just just kind of it added for me. You feel me? Yeah, I like that.
And the actress playing sister is Meredith Hagner, who was in the Vacation Friends movie. Jimmy Tatro plays the fiance Dixon, and the actress Geraldine Viswathian, who she was also in Blockers. And in our reaction, I said,
I know
that's my reaction. I'm like, oh, it felt like Blockers. It felt like if you like the movie Blockers, you would love this movie because it's so relatable, and it's probably one of the last relatable comedies we've had. Well, no, one of them days is up there too for sure. But like Blockers to me, it was like very funny because it was so like it was like kind of it was down to earth. It wasn't like too like absurd, whatever. It was definitely absurd, but it definitely wasn't like crazy. It was definitely like, oh yeah, that's kind of funny, whatever. But she plays daughter.
It wasn't too like bombastic.
Yes, that's bombastic. On the nose, Nick. Bombastic. I'll tell you what too.
But like Blockers was kind of like parents in a way.
Yes. Again, exactly that way. And I really, what that was funny too was that I kind of hate ongoing.
Pay attention to this.
Yeah, I kind of hate ongoing jokes. But like the thing with the headphones killed me. The thing with the headphones killed me. Where the fiance, like every scene he's wearing headphones. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Every scene we saw him, he had headphones.
He had them all. It was like, yeah. And the whole shit was funny. Like nobody gave a week It's like no one was like everybody was on their A game.
Yeah,
Everybody was on their fucking A game in this movie, man.
I liked the her siblings, her brother and sister, Leanne Morgan and Rory Scovel, where like they were kind of just like trying to be in the picture, or whatever, and then one had issues, the other one had issues, whatever. But it was kind of like it was funny because like, oh yeah, that's kind of like silly, but it's funny. I'll tell you what though, this is a PSA to anyone getting married, to any of our friends, to any of our listener, family, audiences, whatever. If any of you groomsmen have a damn dance number, I am leaving your wedding. I am leaving your wedding because
or at least it's got to be like a really, you got to be dancing like or some shit like that, because like what these guys are doing, it was like I'll tell Kayla this right now. If your side of the family posts some shit like we get divorced at the wedding, someone's getting a foot up their ass, man.
Because I was telling Nick, I was like, Nick, what's up with the fucking dance numbers? And Nick started laughing because like not only did Will Ferrell's son-in-law have a dance number, but Jimmy Tatro, who's playing Reese Witherspoon's brother-in-law, had a dance number too. I said, what's with the groomsmen the dancing? But my biggest pet peeve too, other than the dancing numbers with the groomsmen, was the fucking fedoras. They all had fedoras on. I said, no fedoras.
The fedoras was kind of like... I'm not saying fedoras are ugly, but at the same time, like, there's a reason why you don't see wearing them like that these days. They would not let that shit, bro. It was funny, though.
The whole groomsmen had fedoras.
This movie was hilarious.
The whole groomsmen fedoras. Like, I was like, come on.
I'm about to do that at my wedding. Hell yeah.
Please, no fedoras. no Abe Lincoln top hats, no fedoras. Like, we can't do it, guys.
all the groomsmen have to wear a fedora, and all of the bridesmaids are doing fedoras. Yeah, God, it's gonna be that type of wedding.
Mafia. We're a mafia.
I'm gonna send you 2 invites and a fedora.
You better wear this.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna have a massive Indiana Jones themed wedding. Oh my god, dude! The fedoras pissed me off, man. I was like, please. Yeah, that's what you walk out to the aisle with. You're gonna walk down the aisle to the Indiana Jones music. Look, the organ playing.
It's gonna be a black wedding. Won't be any whips over there.
No
whips.
No.
We'll do all the other Indiana Jones stuff, but no whips
or snakes.
Yeah, we
or
that.
Snakes. Or snakes.
It's because I'm religious. So no. Hell,
my god. But
remember what happened in the garden.
Yeah.
Apples at the wedding either. It's fair game.
I will say though, with this, my only gripe I have with this movie, it's still very funny throughout. I do thought the jokes in the first half were a bit stronger than the second, but it's still consistent. It wasn't like, oh my god, this one's rough. It wasn't like a whole like 360 or 180 of like, man, it's not funny no more. The jokes were hilarious about the movie, but I thought the jokes were funnier. Like, you know, with the cameo Nick at the beginning with the football player, that was funny. Like the selfie.
That was funny, yeah. And again, like it's like they didn't the cameo was in it for a good for a healthy portion, I'll say. They didn't overdo it, they didn't underdo it. And even though like they kind of kept cutting back to it every now and then, but it was still just like it was just enough. It's funny, you can get laughs from it, but it never overstayed its welcome. Yeah. Even the second cameo at the wedding with one of the brothers, shall we say? Because I didn't know that he was like that shit was funny.
That was funny.
Oh, and yeah, this was a good one, man.
And how the whole thing kind of turned out, it was kind of the whole thing in the water was funny. Like, there's like the cameo served a purpose. It wasn't like, oh look who it is. Like, it served a purpose for like who they were doing. And I thought that's
another thing. It wasn't anything that was like too like superfluous in this movie at all.
Not at all.
Like very well balanced.
Very well balanced.
Very well balanced, and I like that. I appreciated that.
I think this is probably one of the better Amazon Prime movies too, like streaming movies. That is, like not like theatrical, like they made like again like, but out of like their Prime Video streaming movies, like Amazon streaming movies, like I probably put one of my favorites. Like no lie, I think it's probably one of my favorite movies they put out on the streaming service, for streaming, not for theatrical, but for direct to video. You know, I thought the chemistry was good between Reese Witherspoon and Will Ferrell, but it wasn't like, I kind of wanted a bit more, where I was like, because I felt like the chemistry kind of came at the end, like in the third act, where I was like, oh, now we see the chemistry. The first two acts were like, Go ahead.
There was a part, I think, once they got to the island, they're like, why do you keep fuck with this person? Like, I'm kind of like, at that point I was like, are they trying, kind of lead somewhere with it? But at the same time, it's like, I don't feel like they needed that, you know what I mean? But I know this is going to sound like a contradiction. They didn't necessarily, in my opinion, need to take their chemistry to like where they did towards the end, but it also didn't like ruin it for me. It was okay, sure, because it wasn't 100% out of the realm of possibility for me, but it was still like, it didn't ruin it, but like I see what you're saying though.
Yeah, no,
shit was crazy with the fucking alligator.
The alligator thing was kind of funny, and that he was still wearing that suit for like majority of the third act.
Yeah, like again, just the movie did not let up. Like, this movie was fucking hilarious. Excuse me, but yeah.
The thing of the alligator was funny. Yeah, there it is, the alligator thing, and then
and you know what, the score for the film, because it would be like parts where it's like, like, oh, they would have like the kind of like title card like frame around it.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't remember exactly how it sounded. That wedding, like, boop, 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 boop. Like, it was the
like
vocals.
Yeah.
I like that too, because it's very wedding-y.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like there's something like almost like unsettling about it. Like, not in a weird way, not in a way that clashes, but that I could kind of picture that type of music and for a horror film. Like, if this was like an A24 like movie about like maybe like a horrific wedding, like I could see them like still using that type of music. But again, it's just like it's off enough that it goes with the comedy.
Yeah.
But like it still kind of like sticks out, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like whenever it played, like I felt like not like uneasy, but kind of like, ooh, it's about to be some shit. It's about to be some shit.
Do you know what scene cracked me up too?
Part of my language, because I don't curse.
This scene cracked me up too is that at the wedding scene, is that he's walking with like the whole, like the how gross his suit is, and the little boy is dancing with Reese Witherspoon. He just pushes the kid out of the way. He just like smacks the kid. The kid goes like,
yeah. No,
that's
First off, that's fucking real. Like, dude, that's how I be feeling like when I'm like when you're like walking like, yo, I'm about to fuck some shit up, like someone's anyway, so you just want to like either like move them out the way, or just like that. But dude, yeah, no, that shit was funny, man.
Push the kid out
like,
the way.
And it's like little stuff like that.
Oh yeah, it was really it was really funny.
This fucking weekend, bro.
Yeah, I think it's getting a little. I think too much hate in the reviews. I think people kind of hating on too much on the reviews. I think it was just like, I think people just want to laugh at movies, at comedies.
Who's
anymore.
Fucking hating on it? See,
Rotten Tomatoes is not good. It's Rotten Tomatoes not happy.
Because I'm not saying review. Okay, but I mean, shit, that's Rotten Tomatoes. That's
IMDb. It's to me is like, this is why like we haven't got like really good comedies in the movies for a long time. I think One of Them Days has proven pretty well, but like we haven't had a really good studio comedy. Like, I think the last good year for studio comedies we had was 2018. That I don't want to quote Tarantino by saying that, but like 2018, where it was like we had Blockers, Game Night, and Tag all in the same year, and that was a great three comedy studio comedy. That is, we had three great comedies like that in the same year, and we haven't really gotten that in a while. So I hope with this movie, One of Them Days, I'm trying to think comedies coming out this year. Not that I know of, but I hope we see more comedies like this. Hopefully for theatrical, if not for streaming, cool, whatever. But just laugh with an audience, man. Laugh with strangers.
Because
Like,
this
it's fun.
movie theatrical.
It could have been.
Say again about strangers?
No, I'm saying that like it's just fun to be in a movie theater with strangers laughing at a comedy together, like kind of just like a collective audience.
Yeah.
You know, like we
Yeah,
haven't had that in a while.
Yeah.
We haven't had that in a while. And you know, you and I make movies a lot of fun thanks to you at screenings all the time. You make movies a lot more funny for me. But like we haven't got like a really good comedy.
Nah, I appreciate you.
Comedy like this in a long time. So I don't know. I hope we see a return of the rom-com or comedies for this kind of level or value.
Yeah, I don't feel like you're stopping in here and everything like that, but like I feel like you're definitely right on that. You know, there's not really. I feel like there's way more horror films than comedy now these days, or just I feel like there's more horror films than any other genre.
Why is that? That's fucking weird. Because Moses, for real though,
they're cheap and they make a lot of money because people everywhere rather go to a movie and get scared than watch something they don't know about, or if it's they'd rather not. It's like if they'd rather go see a movie that is fresh, that's a new take, that's a horror film, than something that they don't really know, or rather go and see a romantic comedy or comedy in general. I feel like, but there needs to be more comedies, like the film that we just saw that's still in theaters, which is doing really, really well. That Doug just said is
one of them days.
Is one of them days. With Keke Palmer and Ray.
I gotta see that. Yeah.
So it's if you like,
it's funny.
You should go and watch it.
I gotta. You should
see
it because I fucks with Issa.
No, it's funny.
Probably Cat Williams too. I love Cat Williams,
bro. You will laugh. That shit is hilarious.
That's good because I like to laugh.
It's funny.
When I saw it, I thought of Moses because Moses is a good audience too when it comes to comedies. And there were certain scenes I was like, oh man, I know Moses is probably laughing at this right now. Like I won't spoil anything, but like the twerking beatdown had me in tears. Like the scene with the twerking.
Oh my goodness.
Well, sign me up. I'm there. I'm about to put this movie on right now.
It's the slow motion of a twerking. I know, but it's the slow motion of a twerking.
No, I don't want to spoil it. Yeah,
I know.
That shit was hilarious.
No, go see one of them. Like, yeah. Oh my God.
I'm sold, Douglas. I'm gonna watch the movie. Hell yeah.
But yeah.
Oh man.
Go ahead, dude. What'd you say?
No. I want to see more comedies.
No, I was just gonna say. Oh yeah, I definitely want to see more comedies as well. I feel like the film that you guys were literally just talking about could have been in theaters.
Because it's like literally, Moses. Hell yeah, it should have just been a theatrical release, at least as well. But
especially, I don't want to get into the whole politics of it all. I feel like right now people need more laughter in theaters in general.
Yeah,
to go see just laugh their asses off.
I agree.
And everything, just completely just like now and just laugh at something, seems so heavy or anything like that. And I think more of these, that can bring people in and
right,
theaters and go watch movies.
Hell yeah, just like what Doug was saying, like just being in a room full of people, just laughing and having a good time, not about what the fuck is going on, like whatever, like issues that escape, laugh, feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So
that's what it's all about.
I feel like overall, maybe this upcoming year or next year, I feel like the studios should, literally, take a risk on comedies instead of like putting it on a streaming service and everything like that.
Yeah.
Put them on put them in theaters. Just like that one movie, Knives Out. Knives Out. What was it? Glass
Onion.
That movie, when Netflix put it on like theaters for a few days,
that movie
was doing great.
Did very well.
Like really like good in theaters, but they decided to basically pull it. That's what I'm saying. Is like these movies that have these comedic elements to it and everything like that. They're purely comedy. Needs to be screened in more theaters overall. That's just my opinion. I don't write comedy. I'm not good at comedy. I don't make comedy films or anything like that. But I know that comedy in general is wanted in movie theaters. But that's.
To your credit, though, Moses, you have a good sense of humor, though. You have a good sense of humor, and you're a good audience at comedies, too. So I think it's like just that experience of being... And also, too, comedy movies don't really cost that much money. They don't. Like, 20 mil or less. Like, I think one of them days costs like 10 mil.
One of them days, literally cost like 10 mil, and they already made their money back.
Mm-hmm.
They already made their money back.
It's Sony Pictures.
And they're going to make more money once it hits...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once it hits digital, dude... Like once it's digital, it's gonna make more money.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it's like so cheap to make a comedy, just as much as it's cheap to make a horror. Mm-hmm. Maybe not as like cheap as it is to make a horror, because literally a horror film can be set in one little location, like in my fucking apartment, and that shit can make so much fucking money. Yeah. But a comedy can do just as amount of like great damage in terms of like making revenue. Then a horror film makes revenue in the theaters too as well. But we'll see.
We don't get those $20 million budget comedies anymore. We don't get Ride Along. We don't get Wedding Ringer. We don't get like kind of like the Super Bad, the earlier Judd Apatow comedies. We just don't get them anymore. It has to be a comedy horror, has to be a comedy sci-fi, comedy superhero, comedy this. It's like it has to be like a partnering with it. Like we just need comedy just as its own. Yeah. And like that's why I think Seth Rogen is going more streaming service. Yeah, I think that's why Seth Rogen's doing streaming service movies now. Adam Sandler made that move years ago where it's like Happy Gilmore 2 should be in theaters. It should be in the theaters. It was going to Netflix. And it's like, wait, what?
In theaters.
I don't know, man.
The movie should literally be in theaters and everything.
It's like, come on, guys. Like, they're gonna show up.
I just hope that. I hope people, take more of more chances when it comes down to releasing, comedies, just pure comedies in theaters. It doesn't have to be a horror comedy like what you were saying, Doug. It doesn't have to be this type of comedy, blah 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 blah. It's a pure comedy that is funny, that anybody can laugh at and just enjoy. That could be shown in the theater, because I feel like comedy, the only space that comedy is dominating is the streaming service. And it's not even movies. It's just purely like
stand-up,
series, that is dominating, stand-up comedy. And they got to stop treating, first of all, streaming service, like they got to stop treating dramas as if they're comedies, like The Bear. It's like
I was just having a conversation Kalen about that, because like The Bear, great show, not
comedy.
It's not like it's not funny. It's like primarily, because everyone is like stressed out and like sad and shit like that. But it was, it was like it's regarded as a comedy. I'm like, are you serious?
It's more of a drama than a comedy.
Yeah, because like fucked up and emotional. Not like that's necessarily a bad thing for the show, but it's like it's not really like the situations are kind of.
I don't know. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like the situation some moments are very comical and everything, but overall in general, like I do not sit in my fucking living room and eat popcorn and laugh. No.
Yeah, imagine you're watching The Bear and the dude next to you was just fucking like the whole show.
Yeah,
that would be some shit.
That would be some shit.
Or like I'd be like, okay, this is the Joker I'm sitting next to.
Or how last year they called Beau is Afraid and Dream Scenario a comedy. I said comedy my ass. I'm like, ain't no way it's a comedy.
Beau is Afraid is like, that's some weird like A24 comedy. But even with that, it's like you got to put all these descriptors in front of it. Like like Beau is Afraid isn't like a regular comedy. That's like a A24 comedy. Just because A24 it kind of in its own little like, we make good movies, but no one else is kind of doing it like how we're doing it. Like A24 is like doing all this like it's good, but low key like weird shit. But I would never put Beau is Afraid on if I wanted to laugh. If I wanted to laugh, I'm putting on You're Cordially Invited, Rush Hour, Napoleon Dynamite, some shit like that.
Exactly.
Not The Bear, not no Beau is Afraid.
Hell no. It's like people classify comedies. Like what? I don't know. That worries me.
Yeah, what do people? Why are y'all considering all this shit comedy now?
You know what's funny is that I feel like You like Challengers. I don't know if you guys seen the movie
Yeah.
Challengers.
Not a
I don't
comedy.
know. You also can't classify that.
That's my favorite Zendaya.
I feel like
At least I think that's performance so far.
do people classify that as also a comedy? Because
Hell no.
I
The
don't.
substance is a comedy?
No.
The substance is a comedy? Hell no. They call it the substance a comedy.
Oh.
I said you can kiss
What?
my ass with that. Yes. That our substance, Nick.
Was
Yeah,
it
that
classified as a comedy?
one. Yep.
Oh, I almost just said a super bad word. Hell, my guy, hell no.
A comedy.
Nah,
A
the
comedy.
substance,
The
great
substance.
movie. I love it. It's not. There was one part that I would argue is fucking like super soldier kicked the old lady like down the
yeah.
across the fucking room.
She went, yeah.
That shit was insane because I didn't expect that. I was like, fucking Captain America up in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
That is not because what
Not a
do you
comedy.
consider to be a comedy next? What Grudge and City? You know, like that shit's.
Remember,
Dude.
they called The Martian
See,
a comedy
that's-
years ago. Funny movie, not comedy. Yeah.
Shit is too fucking weird right now. These are all like good movies and shows, but it's just like y'all are kind of just labeling them whatever it feels like.
Yeah.
A comedy to me
yeah.
is a laugh out loud, funny, relatable. Again, I think back to Friday. I think back to Superbad. I think back to Knocked Up. I think back to, you know, what the wedding ringer. Like I think back to like a lot of fun, like Rush Hour. I think back to those are comedy movies. I think back to like Keanu with Key and Peele, comedy movie. I think back to Neighbors.
Like, 21 Jump Street. You know? 21 Jump Street.
Say again?
Jump Street. Exactly, Moses.
Say again,
Jump
Moses?
Street.
Oh, hell yeah. Jump Street is fucking hilarious.
Those are comedies. Those are
like,
yes, they have action in them, but comedies.
Yeah.
It's
those are comedies. You know, like you know what's funny? People are saying reason why people don't do a lot of comedies anymore because they're afraid of the backlash or something that they might face because people might not take a certain joke, in a funny way or whatever. And they might not take it, right.
You see that? Because there's nothing worse. Yeah, worse than like when you try to tell someone to and nobody fucking laughs. Bro, that shit just emotionally would eviscerate me. I would have to stay inside for like the next 10 years.
I feel like somebody's gonna laugh. You know what I mean? Like I feel like
but it's like now I want everybody to laugh. Like you don't want to be in a crowd full of people and just one person in the back is like, and like it's just silent.
I mean, that's what you got.
Dude.
That's what you do. That's what you do. That's what you do. Test screenings. To make sure that you're.
That's when you do rewrites. Second drafts. You revise the script a little bit.
Can I tell you?
You do test reviews. For.
Can I tell you though?
What's up?
The last time I laughed in a comedy movie, actually, I love Deadpool Wolverine, but it's a comedy superhero. It's a hybrid genre. The last time I laughed at a comedy movie, and it was with Nick actually, was Strays. In 2023. Me and Nick laughed our asses off in Strays, and there was no one in that theater but us. It was a press screening too.
That movie was funny.
That was an empty press screening, and me and Nick were just dying laughing. We're just dying laughing. It's Jamie Foxx and Will Ferrell play they voice dogs. That movie is hilarious. That movie is funny.
Will Forte is in.
Will Forte
is fucking hilarious movie, bro.
That movie is
like
funny.
His absolute last scene was fucking funny. But yeah, it's like they don't really be doing it like that anymore. And it's just weird. And because I guess kind of going back to the whole Tarantino thing, like again, like I am noticing it's like a gradual shift in types of movies, the quality of coming out over these past few. It's like, yeah. And again, it's like I'm not excited these days. Like something's different. He's like, something's different. I'll figure it out. Stop lecturing me, please. But no, it's like there's been like a shift, and it's like kind of like what's going on? But no, yeah.
We'll see. It's a shift.
A little ramble, a little what's it called? Stream of consciousness. It's a shift, yeah.
Before we close out, what would you give your Closing Invited 1 through 10, Nick? What'd you give it?
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
No,
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
High
This movie
praise.
was hilarious.
High praise. High praise.
Yeah.
I'm teetering an 8, but I might give it a 7.5. I laughed really hard, but I'm gonna watch it again. But I'm like in between 7.5 and an 8.
Okay.
I was laughing my ass off. I have a few nitpicks with things as I always do. But Moses, bro, what's a funny movie at home? It's worth the watch. It's funny. Like you can watch it at home, put it on, kick back, turn your mind off. It's just mindless humor. It's just fun. It's goofy. It's silly. It's fun. It's a fun movie, and it's just funny to watch, like how the chaos of it all too.
Yeah.
You laugh at the chaos.
It's very sincere though.
Yes, it's very sincere.
The chaos, yeah. But
I'm definitely gonna see it. It's on Amazon. I have Amazon Prime. I'm definitely gonna check it out.
It's funny.
It's hilarious, yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny.
And like Doug was saying, like the especially with the family aspect is really relatable. And I like humor aside, I feel like kind of like did it for was like it didn't just kind of shoehorn hokey. Oh, it's poor family. We need to be together. It's like it was like bullshit aspect of it. It was very much like, again, while I can't I'm not gonna say I relate to it like 1-to-1 completely, but I can relate to the whole like, hey, listen, as again, like me, this family member to this family member, like we have this type of conversation because it's like there's clearly like some shit going on, and it's like we haven't been talking about it, and it's been like years, and like it kind of fucked up the relationship. But no, yeah, 9 out of 10 for me.
Yeah,
I like it.
Worth the watch.
It's like worked on all fronts.
Oh yeah,
worth it for sure.
It's fun. It's a fun and goofy movie, but Amazon Prime right now. Check it out. Definitely worth the watch. Alrighty, boys. As we always end our show here at the podcast, we do a thing called our 1-and-1s, and we do a 1 film and 1 TV show recommendation for you. You might hate this movie, you might love this movie, or haven't seen it yet. Hey, this is why it's just our movies that we love and care about. So, all right, boys. Nick, my friend, I'll start with you. What are your 1-and-1s of this week, my friend?
So for my movie, because it was brought up a little bit ago, Blockers, man. I saw this movie in theaters in college. This shit that movie again was hilarious. Like cast John Cena, Leslie Mann, Ike Barinholtz. This movie was again it's like super bad for parents, and because the premise is some like their parents, like their kids are all going to college. They see some text like, hey, we're about to get a little bit once we get there, and it's like they get overprotective. It's like can't let them do that. So then it's like a road trip, like they're following them, and shenanigans ensue. It's hilarious. It's heartwarming. I love it. And for the show, because I just finished season 40 of it. Kaylin and I just watched the reunion. It's called The Challenge. It's on MTV, and it's a reality. Have you seen? It's a reality TV show. Like crazy physical challenges, crazy mental challenges.
I've worked on the challenge.
Oh,
before.
you fucking
I worked. Oh, I know.
Bro, no.
Oh, I know. Do I know?
This shit was wild, man. And like this is people, but it's also like it's like just genuine. I actually fuck with where they're coming from. It's just a fun show to watch. I'm not really into like reality shows like that. This one, at least, again, had mental components, physical components of it, and some of these challenges are like fucking insane. Like there was, in the ultimate episode, it was one challenge where like it was like 2 people, they had to like just tread water for as long as they could. These 2 women went for like they were treading water for like almost 3 hours, bro. Like that shit is insane. And it was getting to the point where they were like, hey, listen, like, okay, it's been 2 hours. We got to make it more challenging. Like, lift over the water and then the water. And they just like kept like, dude, like me, never, bro. I don't give a fuck if it's $1 million on the line. Just physically, I'm not capable. So it's like, it's kind of seeing stuff like that, which makes it really fun. And, and it's just, it's funny cast of characters. So The Challenge and Blockers.
Can I say one quick story before we go on? Before Moses has the floor. I remember seeing the trailer with you. You guys saw a movie together with one of our old friends in college, and we're at the AMC on Mill Avenue, and the trailer for Blockers showed, and the scene with the the funnel, the beer funnel in the butt scene happened, and I haven't laughed that hard in so long. I remember you and me, Nick, was crying laughing. We were just dying on the floor laughing because it just happened and we weren't expecting it, and we just started laughing so hard in the theater, like uncontrollably. And we kept laughing about it, like at the next trailer, and we were just laughing because we were like, "Yo, that's so fucking funny." It's like the butt chug.
Oh my! Oh.
Oh, and then he goes, oh,
I'm like, how do y'all think of this kind of?
Jesus.
It was like, oh.
No, that movie had me weak, bro.
And then you see John Cena running in the back, and the funnel's still up his butt.
Dude, no, that movie was wild. That movie was hilarious. But yeah, what about you, Moses? What you got for the
what was your, my friend?
No, I mean, for my 101, I've been watching that show Servants. Servants.
Oh,
yeah.
Severance.
Severance. Yeah.
Gotcha.
You stole my show.
Yeah. Severance. Show. Hey, man. Hey. Okay. I would say, I would say Superman. I also watch Servants, and I'm also watching Superman and Lois too as well.
Yeah. Did you finish season 4 Superman and Lois?
I'm only season 3, so
no.
Okay.
You can have Severance.
You get to season 4. Oh my God.
No, it's actually I was kind of like, nah, this is gonna be trash. It's gonna feel very much like too much CW-ish and everything like that. But then I watch it, I'm like, well, this is actually like really good, and I like how the focus is on family. You know what I mean? It's really just like a.
And they said that's what it was about, family. Because again, to your point about the whole W thing, because they. When they said, hey, Superman and Lois is going to be about them raising kids, I'm like, I don't want to see that CW family bullshit, man. I want to see some super. But again, it's very well balanced, and the family shit, like, it doesn't take away at all. Like, if anything, it's like it adds to it.
I feel like it's going to spoil, like some of the screenshots. But yeah, that's a good frame. It's a good show. It's a really, really fun show.
It's fantastic. It's super.
Yeah, it's super. But yeah, man, it's really good, and it's funny because I love the grounded elements more than I like Superman being Superman for some reason. I like how it tackles that relationship between like how the family is and everything like that, and how dad is like how Superman is like around like his kids and with Lois and everything like that, and how they're with like their friends too as well. It's just very, very good, Yeah,
because I didn't expect the family act to be as good as it is.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I didn't.
You feel me?
Yeah. I turned on the first episode and I was like, I know I'm gonna click out of this in like 20 minutes, and I was locked in.
Here you are 3 seasons later.
But yeah, and then of course my other one I would say to go watch a comedy, go watch One of Them Days, with Keke Palmer, and Issa Rae as a producer, and
SZA
as a co-lead too as well. Just go watch it because it's very, very funny. You're gonna have a good laugh. I promise. There's like, there's not a doubt where you're gonna walk out of that theater and you're gonna see yourself that you didn't laugh, because that's it's really, really funny. It's a really, really funny show, and these duo, man, I don't know. If you watch it, you're gonna compare it to Friday, which is understandable, but it has its own unique take to it, and yeah, it feels very much like LA. This is LA. This is a story that's set in LA, and how people that just live their day-to-day lives in LA, that are, that just kind of going through, their own like shit, but it's fun. It's really, really fun. So yeah, I'll definitely suggest it. So go check it out. That's my 101, baby.
Hell yeah.
Also, I'm so sorry for stealing Severance from you. I was only kidding. I'm sorry, Moses. I was only kidding.
No, wait, no. You know, it's funny because I'm glad you said it because I really wanted to say Superman and Lois.
No, I feel bad. I feel bad. I'm sorry.
Moses, when you get to Ford, Moses, we got to talk about that. That's what podcast episode is going to be about. No, I'm teasing, but no. I'm really excited to hear what you say about season 4, though.
By next week, I'll probably be done already. I'll probably be done with the whole show. By next week, we can it can be the one-on-one conversation that we have for like of the show, you know, and everything. So, but yeah, it's a good show, man. It's a good show, you know, and I like how they have, you know, like the Man of Steel guy. What's his name? I forget his name. Black dude, the brother with the
John Henry Irons.
John Henry Irons, that dude cold.
Dude, no,
he cold.
Especially in the fucking dude, because first he was cool, obviously, but like the way that they introduced him on Superman and Lois, like, bro, talk about next level.
That was really good.
When they like introduced him, it was like Captain Luthor. I was like, huh? Like I was like, okay, wow. You
okay.
Like, I was iffy at first because I was like, why is the villain black? You know, but then it's like, you know, you see his literal character evolution throughout the show, and it was like, okay, wow. And like I love the John Henry Irons character, bro. Yeah. He's just so fucking cool. You know, like I need like a legit movie. Respect to Shaq, but I need a better Steel movie, bro.
Oh, did a good job. Did a really good job, man. You know?
Yeah.
And yeah. What's yours? What's yours, Doug?
Ooh, this is tough. It was funny though. When I saw one of them days, I thought about it was Friday. I pitched that movie as it's Friday meets Dude, Where's My Car, Dope, and a bit of Mallrats.
I remember you said that.
Yeah, I can see that.
I see a little bit. It was very.
I could definitely see Dope.
It was very Dude, Where's My Car and Friday more, but with some dope to it a little bit. Yeah, it was again just a laughing at comedies. Again, relatable comedies. But again, I do feel bad that I stole Moses' show of the week, and I'm gonna go with Severance. I'm sorry, Moses. I still feel bad.
No, like you. Wait, why you feel bad, bro?
I feel bad for you.
My language, but don't feel. It's Superman and Lois. I was like, wait. Then let me show my option then. Since you want to talk about it, I want to talk about Superman and Lois. You know.
I just want to make sure.
That was very much it.
I just want to make sure.
I like the show, but I like Superman and Lois.
Severance, Severance to me, this show to me is like, I was kind of late to the show, and I remember my dad watched it. He was like, y'all got to watch Severance. It's so good. And then me and you know who, we binged it when we lived together at our a few years ago, and we were like, oh my god, this show was so good. Blah blah blah. Ben Stiller to me, I think Ben Stiller is a very underrated director, from like Tropic Thunder to Dodgeball. And he produced Dodgeball, but like Tropic Thunder, Dodgeball, Severance, Walter Mitty, Cable Guy, blah blah. Very underrated filmmaker. But Severance, you know, Severance, basically the premise is you work with this really shady corporation, and they put a chip in your brain where you go in an elevator, go down the elevator, it goes ding. And you don't remember anything at your work life, and then when you go back up to the elevator, go back home, like your innie is at work still, and then you get to leave your office, but you have no recollection of what happened at work that day. And it's very trippy because it's very like mysterious, it's shady, people are kind of weird, a lot of people are very a bunch of weirdos. It has a great ensemble cast. Look, even Joel's in the movie too.
Bro.
Yo, stop it. Stop it right there.
It was funny. I know it's funny. This actor who's really good.
Joel, we love you, buddy.
No, he knows. Like, he was funny. This actor was in the show You, I believe. This actor right here was in the show called You.
He was in the show You, yeah. He's only been in season 1 so far, though.
Okay, so during COVID, I'm in this gaming group chat. It was me, my boy our friend Hamza, our friend Isaiah, Joel, right, someone else, right? And then Isaiah texted Joel in our group chat. Isaiah said, "Joel, I know that you were in You," and Joel was so mad. I couldn't stop laughing.
That's great.
I couldn't stop laughing. But no, Severance is really trippy. It's not comedy. It's definitely more of a drama, mystery, sci-fi to a degree. Everyone's great, from Britt Lauer to, again, I forgot this guy's name, and John Turturro and Adam Scott. Like, it's a very, very trippy show. Very get you hooked right away. Definitely watch. Season 2 just came out the other day. I think we're 3 episodes in, but definitely watch on Apple TV. If you don't have Apple TV Plus, get it for this show and Ted Lasso, if you ask me. Those are the 2 best shows on Apple TV Plus, if you ask me. It's a great show, very trippy. What's up?
No, I was gonna say, sorry to. I was gonna say, Apple TV is very, very underrated.
I agree.
Super underrated. Apple TV they have so many great shows, and it's like probably the cheapest like streaming service. It's like $9.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Without any commercials or anything.
No ads.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
No. Don't apologize, please. Thank you for saying that. You're right. No ads. They have a plethora of just like great content, both movies and shows. But the show's definitely better than the movies. But man, it's a great streaming service. Check it out. And for my movie of the week, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it with Ben Stiller. One of my all-time favorite movies growing up as a kid, thanks to my dad, was The Cable Guy. The Cable Guy to me is one of those movies that's very underrated. One of Jim Carrey's underrated movies because it came out like when he had a 3-peat run. He had Ace Ventura, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber all in the same year. And I want to say this was his next movie, and no one saw this movie. And I mean no one. This was early Judd Apatow producing.
That's true.
This
I
was
didn't see it either.
I mean, no one saw this movie. It was a flop. But great cast from Jim Carrey, Matthew Broderick, young Jack Black, Leslie Mann, Ben Stiller in it for cameos, whatever. It is a funny, and I mean very funny movie. But again, it's one of those kind of like, it's definitely more of like a thriller at times, but like it's a good blend of both. Where I think the comedy is definitely over the thriller genre element of the movie. But man, it is a really fun watch. It's one of Jim Carrey's underrated movies. And again, look, young Ben Stiller directing a movie too, where it's like he's been directing movies for a long, long time. People kind of forget, like, he's a great filmmaker. But it's very trippy. The premise is basically Matthew Broderick and Leslie Mann is broken up. And then he needs cable because it's the mid-90s. And the cable guy is played by Jim Carrey. Very kind of a weirdo, very kind of like stalkerish kind of dude. And he kind of like, he wants to befriend Matthew Broderick so much, but he's very creepy. He's very kind of like, he's a little too much. He's very overbearing. But once you cross him, gotta be careful who you kind of like get involved with. But it's definitely a comedy thriller, more on the comedy, but man, super underrated. And it's very good. As a kid, my dad and I watched this movie all the time as a kid, so I just love this movie so much because, again, nostalgic for sure, but a lot of funny, a lot of quotable memory scenes, stuff like that. Owen Wilson has a cameo in it too. It's very, very funny movie. Check it out. I think you can watch it on HBO Max now, so worth the watch. It's very one of Jim Carrey's underrated movies, as well as Ben Stiller's underrated movies, because it's a ton of fun. But yeah, those are my 1-in-1s of the week. All right, boys, where can our lovely audience find you at home? Moses?
You can find me at Moses Lowy _ as well as you can find at, on Threads too as well. It's connected to on my Instagram, of course. And you can also find me at my website. It's not up right now because I'm still updating it currently. But of course, you can find me there directed by Moses Lowy. Once it's up soon, and of course, you can always find me here at Your Genre of Your Life podcast.
Nicely done, Nick, my friend. Where can they find you?
So you can find me here at the Life Podcast for Avenue Productions. You can also find me at Dawning Vision, capital D as capital V as in Vision. On Instagram, Dawning Vision, all lowercase, all word. And hey, if you want to follow, so that's Ahmad Johnson.
And of course, you all can find me at Instagram at TheYoungJones. You can find me on Twitter or X at Capria_Sun, SON. Of course, you can find me here on John of Your Life podcast, of course. And again, while you're on our link tree or our Instagram bio, please, these two gentlemen right here have made some, and I mean, amazing content. I mean, from Dawning Vision to Moses Law's direction, like these guys really just made some amazing content. And you can watch them both here. You have Who Are You at our link tree and our bio right here to our visual audience. Both award-winning short films. You can watch Gold's here as well. Like, these guys did some amazing work, and both of our friends, excuse me, Moses, where's your article at, by the way? Where can we read that? What outlet was that?
You can read it. It's actually currently on my Instagram bio right now. At Moses Lawi _. It's titled, I forgot the article name for some reason, but if you click on it, it's called boldjourneys.com. And once you go there, you'll be able to, see the article, I guess, learn a little bit about me and learn a little bit about like my journey here as a filmmaker, and kind of like my inspiration and who kind of motivates me and everything like that. And yeah, I don't really talk much about like my things that I've done, but I do like to share if I'm asked, of course. And yeah. So I appreciated, Bold Journeys, article company to be able to like literally hit me up and email me to, publish an article here and everything. And, I appreciate that. So, yeah.
Look at this guy, Mr. GQ. Mr. GQ.
Oh, yeah.
I will add this to our link tree after the show, I promise. So don't forget.
No, you're good.
Your hair looks fabulous in this, Moses, by the way.
Man, dude, I tried, bro. I tried today. You have no idea, man. I was like, yo, I gotta be
man.
Good. No, I'm kidding.
You can pull out the blonde for sure.
I think it's an
ad. Yeah, I'm just joking. Oh my gosh! And of course, not only is this handsome director in a article, the other handsome director is also in an article too. That's Nick's article right here too. It's also in our link tree. Come on, guys. These two gentlemen have made some just amazing work, and they're being highlighted for all their hard work and just dedication. So please check these boys out, read their articles. These boys put so much love and passion for what they do. It's a great read, both of them. Please read both of the articles. They're both in our link tree at the end of the show. So we really do appreciate you guys supporting these guys, supporting the show. It means a lot to us. But of course, until then, my friends, have a lovely weekend. Have a lovely start to February. And of course, we'll see y'all next week on the podcast. Until then, we'll see you all at the movies.